Don't leave the temperature at an odd number, please. Just please don't do that. I fucking hate odd numbers, Steve. You know that. I don't know why you leave it at an odd number.
All right, I will not.
I never do anything with odd numbers. I never touch everything. I touch a couple of times. I don't like odd numbers. You should know that. I think I've told you that.
You had one job, Steve.
I think you do that. I think you do that on purpose. Like the temperature today is like 69 degrees. Your fucking sophomoric humor also is not anything I'm interested in participating in. I get it. Like a guy is fucking going down a girl and she's sucking his dick at the same. Like I get it. And
it's a funny.
She's in his face, and I get the whole thing. Believe me, I get it.
I wish I was that clever.
I saw Mike do the male version of it with Justin in Madawaska. It was tremendous. Very erotic. For all you know, it did happen.
It certainly was.
You can't deny that. Not for sure.
No, that's definitely true. Maybe I wandered down to the floor one night.
He's a handsome guy.
Oh, you're a bad boy. You're a very bad boy. So that's... When we called him, he thought you guys were just chatting?
I don't want to participate in that conversation. I don't want to participate in a conversation about what he thought that conversation was.
You thought we were ringing him up on a party line.
It wasn't my phone, though. But it wasn't my phone number.
I know.
Yeah, he thought we were calling him on a party line.
Just bullshit about Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
J-Dog, what are you up to?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, there was such chemistry at that dinner we shared in Miami.
We better talk Star Wars with him than the man who, is one of the biggest Glenn Lucas fans there is, Steve Robinson.
Kirk bothering me again about Kirk. I like the prequel.
What do you want? It was a slow turn. What do you want me? I mean, it was very sad when Natalie Portman died. Fucking idiot.
Kirk, hey, I'm producing in Fuego here. Come on.
Is that what he was doing at the time?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ. So we have the president's son's going to be joining us in about an hour.
Correct. Yes.
9:30. Correct.
Correct.
TJ.
Boy, oh boy, when you have him come on, I had multiple plurals. I'm talking pluralities here, as Junior Soprano once said. This is going to piss off one of my friends if I read the text he sent me. So I'll do it. This
Why
guy
are you platforming him?
Well, yeah. So
evil right winger.
This is one. I'm not going to even say who this is because he's going to get he is going to get mad. I've mentioned his name a few times.
Okay.
Speculate away, not you. Let the listeners speculate. He actually. So I sent him once. Somebody as always. Somebody did a parody account of this person, right? So I sent him the link, and he's like, "Whoa, this is freaking me out." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's really okay. Like, it's not that big a deal." He's an idiot, but it's actually like a fairly consistent parody account,
right?
Parenthetically,
Moss Dudley.
I've not talked to Moss Dudley. Unfortunately, we have not talked yet. So he sends me this text last night, and he's a wonderful person. He's the nicest guy you ever want to meet in your life. He's the opposite of me in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways is similar. He has a lot of the same interests. But Trump he's snapped. He's broken him.
Right.
He's like broken him in half.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's like, but his intentions are well-meaning.
Sure.
And I get I'll talk to Don Jr. about some of this stuff too. Some of the Trump stuff obviously I didn't vote for the guy. And some of the Trump Jr. stuff on Twitter I find interesting and we'll ask him about it. I mean, I think it's weird that he's going in on like the Biden being a creep on Twitter. I think it's weird.
Wait, you don't think he's a creep?
Well, I think his dad has been accused 25 times of sexual harassment.
But are there videos of his? Are there videos of his dad fondling
little
audio
girls?
Of
him saying grabbing women by the pussy?
Oh, come on! You can interpret that however you please.
There are 30
videos. There are 30 videos of Biden fondling little girls.
Well, that's not true. Fondling little girls.
There are. There's
I've seen the
Twitter
YouTubes.
thread.
I know he's not.
It's weird.
I agree. I agree with you. It's weird.
Okay.
What I'm saying is it's weird for Donald Trump's son to be jumping on that. When your dad has been accused 25 times of sexual harassment.
He just thinks his dad is innocent.
Well, maybe he does.
Yeah.
And then his dad is saying that somebody who is definitely not innocent, Roger Ailes, is a great man.
That I want to ask him about.
It's a little weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll handle it, Mike.
All right.
Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. You book that next comedian. That's what I want you to
Would
do.
you like me to not speak?
Is that in general?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I just meant.
I'll handle the interviews.
Okay.
You are, that's fine. Ask whatever you want. Yeah, Mike's not going to be on anyway. It's fine. Ask away. So he texts me. He's going to be pissed off. Whatever. Life's too short. Ask Donnie Jr. tomorrow how he feels about his dad being responsible for 90,000 plus deaths.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, again, I don't,
How do you think he feels?
And then it's like, I mean, I can ask this, I suppose, but so ask him if he thinks COVID is a Democrat ploy and will, quote, go away after the election, end quote, like his brother Eric recently claimed. Well, I mean, this person might have brothers or sisters. Let's say his brother said something stupid. Should I ask him about that? Like, Donald Jr. says plenty of stupid stuff on his own. I don't have to worry about Eric. I mean,
I also think Eric's point was more that the media is trying to sensationalize COVID-19 for political reasons.
Take it easy. You're not Kaylee McKenna, whatever the hell her name is. By the way, I miss Sarah Huckabee. I like her way more. This girl is...
Well, she's going to be in the Senate pretty soon, I think.
In Arkansas?
Or governor, rather.
Like her old man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Go with this guy a bit. You know he's a fucking tool. Take him down Minahan style. He'll never know what hit him. I'll give him credit. He knows where to scratch me. I'm like, oh, all right. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck this asshole. Style. Fuck this prick. He means well. He's a very like, but Trump has broken. Forget the media. We can get to that. We do that every day. But there are people who have just like everything is now. My response, if we were talking conversation, I'd say, well, what Eric Trump is saying, to Steve's point, is that not just the media, but politicians are obviously politicizing coronavirus.
Oh, obviously.
On both sides. I mean, but I don't think that's a unique. I think the problem is, I think the political side of it, I think both sides are equal in politicizing issues all the time. The right goes this way, the left goes that way. The problem is that the media, in this country, it's almost 50-50, I would guess. I would know. What's the current House of Rep number right now? Representatives, Democrat versus Republican.
I think they got like 25, 30 plus.
Right. So it's
Democrats.
So I mean, it's pretty much 50-50, close percentage-wise.
Yeah, I would say so.
Senate is really close,
I think the Democrats nationally have an enrollment advantage, but if you look at just like conservative versus liberal, it's about 50-50.
What's the Senate right now?
The Senate, I think, we're up to.
Are we?
The good guys.
I didn't know we libertarians have that much. I didn't know we're in. Congratulations. So 52-48?
I'll look it up.
All right, but that's, how can you be up 2? 51-49, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but that's my point, is it's essentially a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Whereas the media is not that split. So that's where it differs. The media is 90, what? I'm talking mainstream.
I mean,
96%?
Yeah, it's Fox News and then everyone else.
Yeah, they're not even considered mainstream media because they're so right.
Sorry, it's 53 Republicans, 45 Democrats, 2 independents, Angus King and Bernie Sanders.
So, I mean, we're not counting these people as, I think Angus King is closer to an independent than is Bernie Sanders. Closer.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bernie's just a socialist.
I met Angus King.
You did?
I did, yes. He shook my hand and he patted Harry's head.
And just
sniff his hair or anything.
I know I always say this, but just remember, Angus King gets in a car accident and Smugsy is in the United States Senate running the coronavirus response.
It's all the attention I want to give her. But yeah, it's so when I see that, and he's not the only one. Another friend reached out. I was like, yeah, I hope you're going to, well, let me, don't want to misquote. Donald Trump Jr. is a fucking idiot. I hope you destroy him tomorrow. And by the way, the tweet, just to give you an idea, the tweets before, I'll go to the one before my first buddy here. They were about Top Gun. So, I mean, we really went. I texted him because I was watching it. I said, Kelly McGillis was a horribly inappropriate instructor, which is true. If you think about it, she was Maverick's boss.
Right.
He's singing to her. He's in the girls' room with her. She's like, she tells Anthony, did you see the film or no?
Me?
Yeah.
You talking to? No.
Yes, okay. She tells Anthony Edwards that he was magnificent. Remember?
Right.
Steve, you've seen the movie 100 times.
No. I can watch like the first 15 minutes of it in Madawaska.
You've told me you've seen the movie 100 times in college.
100 times.
Yeah, I mean, like a long time ago. I don't remember the people, the like actors' names and shit like that.
He's never seen the movie.
No.
You've never, just say you've never, just admit you lied on that. Just admit, please.
I do not watch movies.
Just admit you lied about that, then we can move on.
Not everyone's brain works like yours when it comes to movies.
But
I don't give a shit about the name of actors.
Steve was also in the room.
I don't.
That's what I believe.
I don't. I believe maybe a Tom Cruise movie once has been on in a state where Steve was in once. Yeah, but Mike doesn't have, Mike may not have the same mind I do or whatever, but what's a movie you've seen 100 times?
Anchorman, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. If I said to you a part of Anchorman, would you remember it?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know who Kelly McGillis is?
No, I don't know who Kelly McGillis is. I don't know who fucking actors and actresses are because I don't care.
She's the love interest in the film.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. I mean, I have memories of
you know there are planes in the
Cruise
film,
with some 80s looking babe. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
They fly jets.
Some 80s looking babe.
Tom Cruise flies jets.
You're not going to get me onto something else with this by saying 80s looking babe. I want to hammer this down. That is, you've never seen the film.
You can believe whatever you want to believe.
Well, I believe the truth.
Okay, I've seen Top Gun before.
All right, give me the plot to Top Gun.
Tom Cruise flies jets.
That's not the plot. That's in the film, but that is not the plot.
Tom Cruise gets kicked out. He's down on his luck, and then he makes a triumphant return.
Okay, it's also,
Okay.
I guess.
That seems... That's more than I
What's the name of his partner who dies?
Goose.
There you go. See, so you've seen... Okay, so... But
I'm like vaguely familiar with it.
That's
I've
true,
seen it a couple of times.
I know Goose.
You said no. You said before you saw it like every day in college.
Yeah, because it's just like
you said
on.
a
It's
couple
like
of times.
on in the background.
You said 50 to 100 times.
Where?
Right?
Was this at the... Was it the Bowdoin Christian Fellowship meetings, or where was this?
No, this would have been in Baxter House because one of my friends there he's actually a Navy pilot now. He flies helicopters, so it was one of his favorite movies.
What's his name? First name.
His name is Butts.
What?
Butsy.
I forget it.
Wacky time.
You can't have an honest conversation anymore. It's unbelievable. But do you hate people like my friend right there? I see you.
No, not at all.
You get a little. You get.
No, defensive. I mean, I more feel bad for them because like they're suffering, like their brains have been taken over by Trump derangement. They can't think clearly. Their lives are dominated by politics.
One of my best friends, a wonderful human being, but you talk to him, and it's one of those things where, because I'll say I think Trump's going to win in November, and that's not that I want Trump to win, but they won't even allow. He's like, oh, there's no way. Like, well, but it just happened.
No way based on what?
It's just going to happen. Because he doesn't want it to happen. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it happened 4 years ago.
Judge you for what you think is going to be an outcome in the future.
Maybe not even the one I want.
Supporter.
Yeah. I did not vote for Trump. Right. I'm not going to vote for him. I'll tell his kid if you want me to. I'm not going to vote for him again. I'll vote for somebody else. Whoever the third party can. Somebody will emerge.
Well, you
Maybe I'll run.
Use the right phrase, well-meaning. Like, they all mean
No, not all.
Well, not the people that are doing it, but I mean the people that are real, that he's really broken, that genuinely want Trump out of office. Like, they mean well. They've just fucking snapped.
And you'll say, but they then take logic that is just clear cut, and they just don't want to. Like, what percent? Who would you say the elderly would be more likely to vote for?
Trump, yeah.
Yes. You say things like that, and they don't know which way to go. Or if you say, you have a historic. So let's say
well, then who do they think the old racists are?
Well, that's the thing. But also let's say that, like, you lay it out like this, like, hey, if this is still going on by November, which I think in some form or fashion will still be scaring people into November, the coronavirus, and which base would you say is more likely to say, fuck that, we're going to vote no matter what? Just the crazy Biden crowd? Or the Trump crowd? I
would think the Trumpsters.
And these people say, no, that's not true. No, the people hate Trump so much they're going to get. It's not true. Trump tomorrow could say, because New Hampshire is semi-open again. Mm-hmm. Trump could say today, Don Trump Jr. could come on here and say, just so you know, my dad is going to be in Manchester tomorrow night. We're going to do the Verizon, whatever it's called now. What's it called now?
I thought it was.
It's still the Verizon Center or no?
I don't think it's a Verizon Center.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The place in Manchester, whatever. It seats 12,000?
Yeah.
He had 20,000 there, right? Because you could sit in the floor last time or some crazy number. If he said we're doing that tomorrow, it would be sold out.
You think?
Oh, yes. The Trump crowd, banged out completely.
Wow.
Oh, there'd be a line out the door starting 12 hours before the event.
If Joe Biden said that, it would be the equivalent of Fitzy and Wiggy doing play-by-play in front of 122 people watching.
That good.
And by the way, they'd all be like us. They'd all be Trump supporters mocking them on the thing. Right. So I mean, it's just there's no this coronavirus thing is going to help Trump if it comes down to voting. No doubt in my mind.
But
none.
The quarantine's also helping Biden because he has an excuse to stay in his basement. Sure. He doesn't do these rallies. I mean, it's embarrassing for him to go to a rally for 35 people in a solid blue state.
I think Biden is going to, and again, they're going to say this is because you like Trump. I don't. Do I think Trump's more entertaining? Of course I do. But do I like him? No, not much. But Trump is going to win in a rout in November. Route.
Well, right now, Biden is winning in Florida, and there's really no map of Florida. There's no map where Trump wins without Florida.
By whose?
Just all of the polling.
Oh, okay. Well, we trust.
I know
them.
I know that there were errors in the polls in 2016, but they're
not errors.
They're showing a pretty wide lead in Florida.
They're going to lie to you.
Yeah, I mean,
they want to get the narrative going that Biden's going to win Florida. He's going to lose Florida. Trump's going to win Florida. Trump's going to win. I don't. It doesn't really affect my life either way. But Trump is going to win. And he's going to win about as big as you can win in the existing standard where the Democrats going to win these states, no question. The Republicans, he's going to win those same swing states that he won 4 years ago.
No chance.
Okay, you might be right. But I feel bad. And then some of the talk, and Donald Trump Jr. was on whatever a few months ago.
Yes,
he's November. Fine. He's bull. I mean, I'll be curious to see if he. But we asked him. I think he's just a playful guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's kind of a meathead. He's a nice guy, but he's sort of a New York.
He's entertaining. He's a good talker.
Yeah, like I'm going to go on here and yell at him about Eric Trump tweets. Like, okay, I mean, if you want me to, we can do that. Maybe it'll get contentious. That'd be fine too. I'm not a problem with that.
He's not like in the administration. If Ivanka came on, you could give her the business. Right?
Well, but he's very outspoken, though.
Yeah.
He's very outspoken.
He's an attack dog. He's calling Biden a pedophile.
Yeah, that's my thing. I would say, geez, if my dad was accused credibly by some women and maybe not so by others, that's a tough one to play. I mean,
the Zero Channel guys were up in my DMs. They say, you got to ask Don Jr. about QAnon.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to really
no thanks.
I just don't really feel like having that conversation. But
I have the audio of Don going after Howard Stern on, what is it, the Sam and Andy show?
Yeah, so hold on.
Jim and Sam.
So there's a couple. I mean, we have to ask him about first Stern and then about Dave, I guess, because Dave fucking snapped yesterday. You have to explain this to me because he's all over the place. But we'll do Dave first. Go ahead.
Dave Portnoy, as part of Davey Day Trader, is investing in companies basically backed or as proxies of the Communist Party in China.
Correct.
Alibaba, like it's basically like the Amazon of China.
So Dave is defending China.
Yes. Right. So the Trump administration is threatening to delist Alibaba, among others, from the New York Stock Exchange, which would be a huge hit for the company. But they're basically pulling on the levers of power to fuck over China, and it just so happened to
because they fucked us over. Or?
Correct. Yes. As a response to what they did with the Wuhan bat plague and a number of other things.
Coronavirus. Yes.
Yes. Wuhan bat plague.
Coronavirus.
It's very offensive what Steve is saying.
So it just so happened to occur when Portnoy had a huge position in Alibaba. So the stock took a dive when they announced it, and he lost millions of dollars on Alibaba. It's probably not going to recover until there's some resolution to the dispute with the United States.
Is that great business to delist Alibaba?
Well, I think it's good foreign policy. It's probably not the best for if there are. I'm sure there are like American pension funds. And,
that's what I'm saying.
And hedge funds that have investments in Alibaba, but
Dave snapped.
Yes,
and said "fuck you" to Trump and Trump Jr. Correct.
Correct.
A day after the blessing, he goes right back after them. So I guess Don Jr. wants to respond to that.
Yes.
Good. Okay, we can do that. First, let's talk about geology. GEOLOGIE.com. Use my code KIRK. You get started now for just $1 per day, $30 for 30 days. Plain and simple. Geology, it's personal. You go to geology.com, answer a few questions about your skin type. You can even post a photo, and you get a personalized regimen, a complete full morning and night regimen to suit your skin type. Gentle detergents, specially formulated moisturizers, battle acne, control oil, and reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and scars. All kinds of grooming awards, Men's Health, Men's Journal, Esquire, Gear Patrol, Ask Mine among them. You can look and feel good every single day. You can look good in these meetings, Zoom meetings. When this is all done, you have to go apply for some job, show up. You're going to look like $1 million for $1 a day. GEOLOGIE.com. Use my name, KIRK. Get started now, $1 per day. $30 for 30 days. GEOLOGIE.com. Use my code, KIRK. Get started right now. I'm getting some feedback. People seem confused, Steve, about this 5K, just about how it works.
Okay, so you just you download the app.
Okay.
At 9:50 on Saturday, you're going to be able to get into basically like the virtual waiting room.
That's chargerunning.com/Kirk, by the way, the Charge Running app.
Yes.
While we're at it, go ahead.
And so you'll be able to hear the broadcast we're putting out. Then there's going to be a countdown, 10, 9, 8, to when you start running, and then you just start moving.
Okay.
When we get to 1.
Do they track your distance?
Yes. So they track your distance using your location services, but also your pedometer. So every phone has a step counter in it.
Yeah.
So you just have to enable location services and let it access your pedometer as well.
What time does the actual the pre-race show start?
I'm thinking like 9:45 is when we're going to start.
Okay. All right.
Someone asked if they said they're flying at that time or something, and they want to know if they can get the broadcast afterwards.
Yes, you'll be able to find the broadcast on YouTube and on Twitter. And the Charge Running app is also going to save that race, so you can run it afterwards if you're a Charge
That's
customer.
Good. Okay. Well, I might as well do it now. Dave Portnoy Memorial 5K is coming on May 23rd. ChargeRunning.com/Kirk. You need to download the Charge Running app to participate in the race with all the other Minifans. It's going to be a big day. So I'm looking forward to it. Saturday. What's today? Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday. 2 days from now. Almost 48 hours from now, we'll be doing it. Charge Running app will help you out. They have certified running coaches. They'll guide you, other runners. You don't have to measure the distance of your runs anymore. As Steve just said, the app handles all of that. Download the Charge Running app right now. Try it risk-free for 2 weeks. To download, go to chargerunning.com/Kirk. chargerunning.com/Kirk. They're the app partner for the Portnoy Memorial 5K. If you're joining us on May 23rd, go to chargerunning.com/Kirk and download the app on your smartphone today. And RIP Portnoy is
The promo code.
the promo
in order
code
to
when you
access
go
the
there.
race. Yeah.
Okay, to access the race. RIP Portnoy. So two P's rather. RIP Portnoy and chargerunning.com/Kirk. chargerunning.com/Kirk. And do that, please, as I look forward to it. I think it's going to be the Dave Portnoy Memorial 5K are great partners. They're at Charge. I think it's going to be, I'll be curious to see how we pull this off.
Sounds like people are going to be participating. I guess a few people reached out and said they'll be with me at Castle Island.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll be in Chelmsford. Like I said, swing by. I'll be at the Bruce J. Freeman Rail Trail, the 3.4. You'll know there's a Bertucci's a parking lot. If you want to be there, I'll be there about 9:50, going through my extensive pre-race stretching, breathing exercises,
So
workout.
you stretch before you run?
I don't really stretch much.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
not good.
Some people have said I'm sort of like a freak of nature, just physically.
Oh, really?
So some have said that.
You don't need it.
Well, I haven't yet. Not yet.
Well, you should have stretched before our tennis match. I had you running so hard you tore your hammy.
That's true. I did pull my hammy that day. That's the only real
But he ran
hamstring injury I've ever
supreme,
had. I did win. But I'll be curious. I know there's a lot of people participating. I'll see people. So do you want people sending videos before, or how do you want them to? Like, is there some sort of video component you want of this, Steve?
Yeah, so I think people we'll do the DPM5K for the hashtag, so people could tweet out their videos and stuff, and we'll be able to play some of those in the broadcast. We've also got a couple of runners who we're going to have on. Mike and Brittlebone Ted will be on. I'd like to have you on as well.
Sure.
In the broadcast. Okay. So we'll mix it up, and then we'll take some of that video, and someone at Barstool is going to help us edit it into a short little film like we did for Madawaska.
Excellent.
So any footage people tweet out or stuff, we'll be able to use that, or they can send it to me directly.
Good. Excellent. I got my Tri-State running shoes on, by the way, today. I'm on this morning. I'm ready to go. Yeah, see, it looks sharp. Mike.
I didn't think I would like New Balances, but Cameron did a nice job selecting.
That boy. There you go. Corporate Mikey.
That's right.
Playing
I'm just being serious.
Playing the game. Playing the game. What are you brushing your teeth with over there, Mike?
What do you mean? Oh, Dr. Sheffield's.
Jesus.
That was yet another insult about my appearance.
Your skin looks so radiant.
It does look really
Thank you.
good.
Well, I love geology.
Jeez. What is that you're wiping your eye to have your erection last longer? So what is this Stern? I know, but you have to understand. I have no doubt that Donald Trump Jr. was a massive Howard Stern fan.
He says he is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
His dad grew up. He grew up in New York, and B, his dad was on the show all the time.
Right. He grew up listening to his
my
dad
age, isn't
on
he?
Howard
About
Stern.
Yeah. I mean,
and he seems like that kind of guy
he's
that would
your
like Stern.
classic Stern listener. So I think it's interesting to see this because Stern has decided to go all in now.
Yes.
He's going 100%. Well, I do think it's from talking to his buddies like Kimmel and Fallon and whoever you be fucking
Hillary.
Right.
Hillary.
DeGeneres.
Who's the one Chelsea Handler, that whole crowd.
Sure.
So we have some Stern sound or no?
So we've got the sound of Stern on Tuesday talking about Trump Jr. and we've got the sound of Don Jr. originally coming after Stern.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we need the Don Jr. sound. Do we? Or because
I think the only interesting cut is when Don says that he hasn't been the same since Arnie Lang.
Right. Well, let's say that with us.
That one would get under his skin.
Yeah,
Which is true.
Yeah. Hell, yeah. But we'll
Howard hates that. Obviously,
we'll let Don say it with us. But yeah, let me hear Stern.
Even Donald Trump Jr. took a shot at me, and I went, "Oh, I can't argue with him. That kid is such a success. He is such a wit. He is such a genius. He would have made a fortune if he wasn't under his father's thumb."
I say that would be as big a prize as winning the phony phone call award.
Right. I'm like, the game over.
That.
You can't argue with a genius like that.
Well, did
Such
you
an
see what his
accomplished human
brother
being.
said? His brother said the other day that after the election, the virus will go away.
There you go. How do you argue with that kind of wit and intelligence? I mean, how do you argue with any of it?
Yeah.
It's a no-win. When he shuts you down, that's it. What an accomplished young man. And the way he kills us out.
He just kind of goes on like that for another.
I sort of got. I never listen to Howard anymore he sounds so just bored and tired. Like, I mean, I don't know why wouldn't he go after him?
That's his version of going after him.
Why don't you just call him a stupid? Well, I mean, we are what 4 months removed from the Wendy Williams rant?
Yeah.
Like, why? Where? I mean, he still has it in his body. Like, why wouldn't you? If you really hate him that much, and he's shit on you, go after him.
Well, you even hear there's something where I don't think he fully wants to go in on the Trump. Like, even in his rant about Trump, where he hates Trump supporters, he goes, "I don't hate Donald. I like Donald. Donald's a great guest. Whatever, all that bullshit."
Why don't you have him on then?
So for some reason, he doesn't want to go fully in on Trump. Maybe that would completely alienate as well. I don't know the reason.
We'll ask him.
I mean, how could you alienate Trump supporters much more than saying they're all a bunch of stupid idiots?
I don't know why he doesn't just go all the way in.
But I guarantee you, I'll ask him. I guarantee you, Trump Jr. would go on Stern.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't Stern have him on? And if you didn't beat the shit out of him.
I mean, Stern,
because Trump Jr. would
View.
say you haven't been the same since Artie Lang, and Howard doesn't want to deal with that.
I guess.
100%. He doesn't want to deal with any. He doesn't want to answer why he doesn't have any of the old type of shit on. Like, he doesn't want to respond to why the show isn't the same anymore.
This is a little bit of Stern audio that I got right before the Trump comment. I thought was interesting.
And then
everyone's I wish the police would throw everyone in jail who doesn't wear a mask. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Be beautiful.
Everybody will be in jail.
That's right.
I mean, where is Howard right now? Is he in the Hamptons?
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it Florida? Or is he in the Hamptons? Where is he? I mean, he's a germaphobe, famously. But I mean, I don't... Okay, that's great. Yeah. I prefer... So Stern's like an old, out-of-touch New York talk show host.
Right.
Who doesn't really have a real... I like this new thing where Steve knows where I'm going.
Sorry.
I like him younger, more relevant, and more aware of... I mean, I'm selfish. I always think of myself working at this company saying this thing and just wondering how many meetings I'd be in for the rest of the day. But, did you hear this or no?
Yes.
I mean, obviously, it's just. Go ahead.
According to the lawsuit, the player and another passenger in the same row made countless complaints to the flight attendant that the woman was making unwanted sexual advances. They asked to have her moved to.
Okay, so NFL. Who is it? Which one? Which story is this? Do we know?
It's printed out in front of you. It's John Doe 1, John Doe 2 are suing United Airlines because they were sexually harassed, sexually assaulted on a plane by a drunk female.
Yes,
the reverse AJ. They call
sure it wasn't AJ Baker. I was going to say So you hear that. And you think, well, okay. I mean, look, your natural reaction is kind of weird that a guy is suing, an NFL player is suing that a woman sexually harassed him. Yeah. Right. But at the same time, do we want to protect it? Like, what are we doing here? We're in this world now. Everything's changed. Fantastic. So, and I would think if it's a guy who is like 6'4", 260, say,
right,
and the woman is doing this, he's like, let's just say she's drunk and doing it. What is he supposed to do?
Right.
He can't be physical.
He's showing a tremendous amount of restraint.
Right.
Well, Francesa kind of hints at the solution.
Well, he does. But I'm saying, let's say the lawsuit's true. I'm stipulating I know nothing, but everything here is true.
Yeah.
What is the guy supposed to do? What are they supposed to do?
Just give her a smack.
Yeah, I mean,
who was the big male actor who came out during the Me Too era?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. I mean, he's a big guy. He came out and said, I was sexually assaulted. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to tear his fucking head off?
Right. Yeah. And his was, I think, also sort of a power dynamic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As a producer or somebody? Yeah. Just weird. It's fucking bizarre.
Well, sometimes you need to grab a little, you need a handful.
And I'll tell my story about my story of power at Entercom where I was touched inappropriately at some point. I'm just not there yet. Well, I'm not there yet. Go ahead. I had to tickle somebody's feet. That's all I'm going to say.
Complainant says that the woman continued her advances, ripped off the protective face mask that the player was wearing, and then made advances at, parts of his body that he didn't want anyone making advances to. You got an NFL player who could not protect himself from the advances of a female passenger on a flight, and he has a buddy with him, and we're supposed to take this seriously? Because this is when I read the story, I didn't think it was real. This is an NFL player. He plays in the National Football League. He plays the most violent game that you can possibly play, and he cannot protect himself against the advances of a female passenger on a United flight.
So I guess
those freaks of nature that do bone crunching hits. Just do that to her.
So I was gonna call Mike and say, "What? All right, Mike. Like, what aren't you saying here? Like, are they supposed to pin her down and beat the shit out of her until she stops?
Just one good right hook.
Yeah, like what
put
is
an end to it.
He doesn't go all in, but he's continuing.
I guess he's trying to say he should be able to go get out of here. But even
give her the Heisman.
A push would get that guy in trouble. So what the fuck is he supposed to do?
Yeah, and if she's he goes on, right?
He does.
Let me hear some more here.
I can't believe he just didn't bring up Ray Rice. Like Ray Rice knew how to protect himself from the advances of a woman.
Christ.
What guy couldn't protect himself from the advances of a female passenger? Forget whether or not you'd want to protect yourself against the female. That's a different story. The point is, who couldn't? And you're telling me this NFL player couldn't? Imagine being on the jury and hearing this story. Is an NFL player. Now, again.
You believe this, folks?
I mean, you're going to figure some kick return is going to come out, because what happens if a 320-pound, 6'7" lineman comes out?
Laughing.
Or a defensive end comes out who's, 320, 6'4", 320. Says, I couldn't protect myself.
He loves it.
I'm having trouble visualizing the physical.
Those teeth, too. Jesus.
Point of attack.
Teeth.
As to why he couldn't ward off the advances.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I hadn't considered.
I'd be fascinated to hear who the player is, and I would say he's going to take quite a bit of ribbing around the league.
A little old-fashioned hazing. You have to eat that bowl of shit.
I get what he's trying to say, but what the fuck is the guy supposed to do?
It's not that hard to visualize. You're strapped into a seat, like right shoulder to shoulder with some woman, and she's trying to grab this guy's dick. What is he supposed to do?
Maybe she was being really fucking annoying. Like, and this is a revenge move. He's not gonna fucking hit her.
For all we know, she could have been 250 pounds.
Right.
I guess, yeah.
He's trying to present this as it's somehow desirable that this woman would be accosting him on the flight.
Yeah, it's sexy scene.
It's weird that it was happening, though. It's just strange that the woman couldn't stop. That's a little weird, but
maybe just shit faced.
Yeah, that's what
she was. That's what the allegation is.
She had to have been. So again, this guy is in Mike's mind. There's two of them, right?
Yes.
They're supposed to one pin her down, the other one just beat the piss out of her until she passes out, retire up or something.
They're big NFL players. Just one good shot to the jaw would take care of it.
Somebody had a phone.
Do the Jazzy Jeff toss her by her fucking shirt collar.
And somebody has a phone that takes a video of that. Everyone will understand. Like, she was drunk. That won't raise an issue at all with anybody. Like,
she had it coming.
These guys are fucking heroes, honestly. Because I know I'd be the
restraint they showed. Absolutely.
Jesus, during this, and this woman's giving him shit. Oh my God! Not for Mike.
Mike picturing a woman. Can you believe it?
She's ripping off their masks and getting in their face and breathing all over.
He's like a 1940s talk show host too. He's like these big strong. Boy, wait till the fellas hear about this at training camp. They're going to give him quite a razzing. Well, no, they'll probably say, "Oh, geez, that's kind of impressive. You're able to." I don't know.
Restrain yourself.
Of course, that video came from Funhouse, who cannot quit Francesa.
That's true. This is kind of a special case. He had to come back for that.
This is him fucking over.
I know, but still, they're linked forever. Though.
I know
they are.
But this might have been his death. Maybe he thought it would get Francesa fired or something.
Nah, you know what's sad about Francesa? He's not relevant enough anymore.
Yeah.
People look at that and they're like, whatever.
There's nothing they can really take from him.
He's
in his house.
He's aged beyond cancel culture.
He sounds so old now. So is Howard. That's Howard fucking depressing.
Old in spirit.
He's got that good bassy producer.
You have that
voice.
Wendy Williams thing? Do you still have that or no?
No, I don't think I have that. That was from the Cullinane era.
Oh, was that long ago? That was Framingham?
It was a while ago.
Oh, was it? But I mean, it wasn't 10 years ago though. You know what I mean? Like he still has that.
Right? No.
He still has that fucking gear if he wants it.
Yeah, there are Howard. Howard, I think, has had dentures for a while. If you're talking about
old.
Oh
yeah. Stern's had a whole bunch of plastic surgery too. He's admitted it. And when you hear Stern talk publicly or in interviews or whatever in different formats where he doesn't have control.
Right.
I remember he gave a press conference after the Les Moonves lawsuit, the CBS lawsuit, and he doesn't have that thing in the studio they have for him for his bass. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Steve? For that compression?
Yes.
Like Mike said? I wouldn't mind having that.
Little gravel to your voice?
Yeah, it would be nice to have in the future maybe. We'll get that next contract. But when he sounds so different.
Yeah.
Like they crank that fucking thing up for him.
His voice in general is like if I've listened to Stern clips from like the 80s.
Oh,
and
he's
how's that?
yeah,
How Kermit the Frog?
But he says that was part of him. He was tense. Like he was like a result of tension. That's how and then he got relaxed.
That seems strange.
It's very strange.
That's a strange.
But if you listen from like 83 or 84, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He's super high voice.
Robin, let me talk. I can't even do it, but yeah, it's like.
And they used to clap all the time on that show after every joke, and they did some change. Look, the guy's fucking the greatest ever, but it's sad to see this now. He won't even swing at Donald Trump Jr.
It sounds like a couple old, like him and Robin sound like a couple old ladies. Like
they do, just bitching.
They do.
Just like, the fakakta masks.
They spent the first 45 minutes of the show before the Don Jr. thing just talking about how people aren't taking coronavirus seriously enough.
I mean, that's fine if you do it in like you kind of have some fun with it.
Right.
Is that what every day is for them? I wonder. I don't know.
I guess. Well, they're only doing 3 days a week or whatever. So
that's true. And I think he's only on like 30 weeks a year.
Yeah,
he's got some crazy deal. I think he's in Florida. I think, or at least I know he is all winter. I don't know if he's there now, but
I don't understand why, like something like this, why it doesn't kick into Howard's mind. Like, okay, I'm just home now. Everyone has to be home. Why not do 5 days a week?
Oh, because
he just doesn't have that fucking. He doesn't give a fuck anymore.
No, I mean, but hey,
I mean, he did work his balls off early.
No question.
Sure, yeah, but then he'll still tell you he does. Today.
Yeah, well, that's not true.
No,
I mean, that's just
of course not.
It's 3 days a week, and he has a staff of like 50.
Right.
I mean, but that's okay. Look, he would say he's earned it. And he's right. He signed the contract with Sirius. If I were him, would I do 5 days a week if I was getting paid $100 million? They signed me for 3 days a week? Probably not.
No, but
at age 65 or whatever.
But you would have you do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Monday and Friday, there would be maybe a different show, or there'd be an afternoon show. If you have 2 channels, you're doing one live show and nothing else. Like that seems pretty fucking weak to your subscribers.
Maybe he's a contract.
Well, in his defense, there's only a few CNN contributers that he can interview. No,
I'm
like
saying
Anderson Cooper. He gets those big guests.
When he started, there was shit going on all day. The Stern Fan Roundtable and all this shit. Like throughout the day, there was at least stuff where if there weren't a bunch of live shows, you could supplement with other things.
Yeah, it's
weird.
He
doesn't even want to do that.
It's strange to me that Sirius has just allowed that to happen. Sirius is a weird company. They're a strange company.
They certainly are. I don't understand the business model, really.
I don't either. I mean, I hope they do well and everything. I mean, I like it. I have it. But I don't know. They just seem to wander, and once like they'll grab, like right now they have a Tom Petty channel. Or no, they've had that for a while, but they have some new group that I like. Oh, Stones channel. And then they'll just kind of float away. I'm like,
well, yeah, they say for a limited time.
I'm like, well, I don't know. And then they'll just come back, then they'll go away. And like Stern's a perfect example. You're right. Like at the start, you had 2 dedicated channels. You kind of have I'm influenced heavily by him, kind of what we're trying to do in a smaller scale, sort of all day stuff and this and that. But I think at some point he was like, fuck it. I don't want to get in the middle of it, I guess.
Yeah. I think the like Stern Fan Network or whatever it was really broke him.
Yes.
Where it was like their version
like my
of Discord. Yeah. But that really, like he shut that down and then he stopped the Stern Fan Roundtable. Like any outside opinions, you just kind of got rid of completely.
Which, look, I mean, I'm battling through some of that myself right now because you get when it's. But my rule now, my only rule is you have to be a fan of the show.
Right.
That's it. And I joked around. But I think Menners is obviously a fan of the show, and Mayo is a fan of the show, and those people are fans of the show. But if you don't listen to the show at all, and you want to come on and do a YouTube show, like why would I let you do that?
Right.
Then I'm just letting anybody on.
Well, it's coattail riding.
Yeah,
clearly.
and it's kind of like, and like I don't know. Menners had the show on yesterday. I didn't see any of it, but he could have ripped me for a half hour. I have absolutely no idea. I think Mayo was on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do give him shit on me the whole time. I don't care. Like they can do that because they do listen to the show every single day. I'm fine with that. But my line is now going to be if you just hate, not even if you hate the show, because if you hate the show, you're listening to the show, that's okay. But if you're just one of those assholes, go. I'm not deplatforming you, but just go do it somewhere else. I don't think that's.
But those people say they listen to the show too. Like they would say they're fans.
But I'm not sure everybody does, though.
Right.
Do you think they all listen to the show every single day?
Who are we talking about?
Just I don't know any of these people who, like, when you tweet, the first thing you tweet is like, fuck you, you're a cunt, fuck you.
Oh, those people? No,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, I think there are some people where if you gave them the option, hey, you can listen to today's Kirk Minahan show, or you can tape a show that's going to be on the YouTube channel. They would tape a show for the YouTube channel.
And even that's not necessarily, to me, disqualifying, as long as they listen to the show. And again, I'm not saying you have to listen to the show every day, you have to be some more, but you have to be.
You have to like the show.
It's our YouTube network based on the show. Like, there has to be some, like the fucking conspiracy guys, it's got nothing to do with the show, but they like the show.
Right.
And it's in tune, like it's hard to describe, but you know when you see it.
Yeah, Quantum Week, same thing. They don't talk about the show at all, but they obviously are fans.
And I'm not saying they like every episode. It's not even that. Because I'm sure some people start saying that, oh, you're doing this. Not really. Anybody, if you're a fan of this, like the fucking lawyer from Maine, she's not going to be on the YouTube channel. You think I was being serious about that? There's no fucking shit. She doesn't listen to the show.
I couldn't believe I assumed I muted her a long time ago, but then I saw a tweet from her the other day. I was just like, shut the fuck up. She's trying to get a show.
You think she listens to the show every single day?
No.
Ever? No fucking chance. No chance.
Either listens enough or reads enough Twitter to get some sense of what's going on.
That's never going to happen. Fuck people think I was being serious about that? That's never going to happen.
After I went on GAN with her and we got that audio of her describing the Kirk Minahan show, I think she saw the little bump in notifications on Twitter. She got a taste of the Kirk Minahan energy and she loved it.
I'll tell you what I want to have on the Kirk Minahan network. I'll give you, first of all, obviously Jon Stewart.
Excellent.
Secondly, one of my favorite columnists, who I don't give enough credit to, my friend Vanessa Friedman of the New York Times. This is somebody at least has written something that's worth, with all this going on, Vanessa Friedman, The Many Masks of Nancy Pelosi. Now, one may say this is a deep dive into her hideous plastic surgery, which is uncomfortable, I would say. I mean, really, like...
So shiny and tight. It's bad.
It's awful.
Lovely, I think.
It's sort of like the old...
It's like a walking advertisement for never doing Botox.
I've said this with other stuff, but it almost feels like they're in the middle of the plastic surgery and the surgeon's just like, fuck it, I'm going to go play golf. Just quits in the middle
or
and
just goes rips shots.
Yeah, just leaves. And people are going to say, no, you can do whatever you want. But
we make fun of Biden's awful plastic surgery. You just make fun of Howard Stern's awful plastic surgery.
There are ugly men and there are women, and she's beautiful, but she's had a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh, she's aged very gracefully. Yeah.
Like I said, she has no age.
Right.
I'm not saying she looks like she's 22, but she's
it's
not.
Just some vague.
Yeah, at some point you get in the teeth.
The fucking crypt keeper.
Yeah, it's not a great look.
It's not a person, really. It's like a different sort of.
I will say she called Trump morbidly obese the other day.
I know.
Trump has been, by him, restrained in his response to her. I thought he was going to go score.
Madam Speaker, what's your reaction to the president saying that he's now taking hydroxychloroquine?
He's our president, and I would rather he not be taking something that has not been approved by the scientists, especially in his age group and in his, shall we say, weight group, what is morbidly obese, they say.
So that's funny. I mean, it's actually a good shot.
I don't go for fat
if you
shaming,
want. Okay.
especially a man as fit as Trump. I don't like that. But it is funny to just say, it's probably the funniest thing she's ever said.
I think it's a great shot.
To throw out that he's morbidly obese.
He probably by the standard is, right?
No, he's not.
No.
He's not morbidly obese.
Morbidly obese is huge.
I think you have to have a BMI over 30 or 35 or something.
Obese.
No, the PolitiFact actually came out and fact checked Pelosi's claim and said it was false.
Yeah,
he's definitely obese.
Do you think Mike is morbidly obese?
Oh, well,
go ahead.
I don't want to say it in front of him, but
yeah, he is.
Of course,
this is ridiculous.
Definitely.
Have you seen those Twitter? Have you seen those pictures on Twitter?
Pictures don't lie. They don't lie.
That's true. Those are obviously very accurate.
Well, we
want Trump's response?
Let me hear from the president.
Well, in every way. Do you have any questions?
Yes, President Trump. Last night, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, called you morbidly obese. I just wanted to know what you had to say in response to that.
I don't respond to her. I think she's a waste of time.
So I mean, sometimes he doesn't swing at the fastball.
No.
You know?
Well, I thought one of his best moments ever as president was when he was in that meeting with Pelosi and Schumer. What was that about? And the cameras were all there, and they kind of had an argument.
It was
specific. It was when they during the shutdown, right?
Yes, yeah.
And at one point, Pelosi turned to him and she's like, "I don't want to have this conversation in front of the media. Let's do it privately." And Trump's like, "Well, no, like,
it was a master move.
People deserve to hear this." It was like, I was like, this is why this fucking guy, whether you like him or not. Sorry to my friends, that's why this guy partially one of the reasons why he was elected. It's also scary to me that he's like 1,000 years old. Biden's 1,000 years old. This woman is the Speaker of the House. She's a powerful person in this country. Mm-hmm. She's 350 years old. What the fuck?
That's what it is now. We
horrifying.
love these old politics. Like, that's what you have to be.
Well, you say now.
Why that's the trend.
Well, you say now, though. I mean, like, we'll go back 30 years. Great comedian, but Ronald Reagan was president. George Bush was vice president. Tip O'Neill was the fucking Speaker of the House.
How old was Bush when he was vice president?
Well, I mean, he was in his fucking 60s.
Okay, that's still. I mean, that's not as old as 78.
But Reagan was in his 70s. Yeah. Tip O'Neill was in his 70s. Right. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it's changed that much.
I guess not. Yeah,
it's just this weird. I think Clinton and Obama were younger, and Bush was younger too, I guess, to some extent. But it's not like Cheney was young.
No,
it's just this weird. Don Rumsfeld was powerful at that point. Fucking James Baker was still running around. Like it's.
But I just
weird...
think 65 and 75 is a
huge
difference. Also.
Oh, huge difference.
I think we should actually have a constitutional amendment to limit the age, the upper limit of people who can run for office. Like we already have,
Steve.
What?
That's solid ageism.
Yeah, but I know we already say you have to be 35 or 45. Yeah. We already set age limits to run for office. Why not put an upper limit as well?
Well, that would never fly. They'll never let that happen.
Well, yeah, the young people need to rise up.
They're not going to do anything. They just sit around.
I know.
New York Times. This is how they describe. They excerpt of the story. I'm going to give you some of. Nancy Pelosi, master of the statement coat, cami strategist of the suffragist pantsuit, has also become the leader of the masked opposition. Writes V. Friedman, our chief fashion critic.
Now,
fuck you.
I'm not a bright man, I understand, but I had a tough time understanding what the fuck he was talking about.
Well, I mean, I understand each of those words, right. But you put them together, and it's. It's a human being who sits down and writes this.
There's this weird trend on the left and the right to turn politicians into like heroes and celebrities and kind of elevate them into symbols.
It started with, unless you can think of a better pinpoint, I think it started with SNL just fucking blowing Obama and having these, where it changed from we mock both sides to one side of these heroes that come on the show with it. Hillary comes on and Elizabeth Warren, and I'm trying to think of other people before that. But
it could even go back to JFK and Reagan, where they're like their celebrity status. You know what I'm saying?
But I think
the
media has stopped even we've talked about this, even stopped pretending. But I think like it's been the one I think of, and this was Mike's right. But even after this, they have made this side is elevated.
Yes.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg to like this angel.
Right.
She's done more to fuck over progressives than arguably
just
anybody.
wait a year or two, and I think it'll be different. But just like so, here's just some of the story. Late last week, as she was leading the charge to push the Democrats' $3 trillion pandemic relief package through the House, Speaker Nancy Pelosi strode the floor of the Capitol in a pantsuit, red pumps, white shell, and a coordinated red, white, and green cherry print face mask. Hillary Clinton took note, posting on Instagram with the caption, "Leader of the House Majority," and of mask the pantsuit color coordination. That post has been liked more than 250,000 times. And they get into this they make it, her track record and her approach contrasts with those around her suggest something more nuanced about her masks, the way she wears them. That the strategy is covered, natch, by the accessibility of patterned cloth, the kind we all have to wear and to which we all relate. Fuck you. I mean, what a fucking
Don't we
asshole.
all relate to that guy?
Natch. Wow. What I hate is overwriting. Jared used to talk about this all the time, too. Just like overwriting. This person sucks.
It's like Peter Nelson speaking. It's like you're trying to sound incredibly smart.
After all, why simply don a face mask when you also use it to make a political point?
Was Nancy making a political point when she was in front of her $22,000 refrigerator, eating the hundreds of dollars worth of ice cream?
May I step in from Ms. Friedman and retort?
Yeah, of course.
Indeed, the sheer variety of her masks stand out like a beacon amid her sea of AIDS and generic white or blue medical masks and her dark mask protective detail. It suggests a commitment to consciously choosing a mask every single day that, more than simply demonstrating good mask habits, civic awareness and solitude for those around her, even support for small businesses, demands attention.
Yes, we should all bow down to Nancy Pelosi.
It's unbelievable.
And not to point out the obvious.
Sick. This is like a fucking sickness.
Not to point out the obvious, but if Trump had a different mask on every day, it would be, this guy focuses more on his mask than actually finding a fucking solution.
Yes, but also be like, oh, gee, he wore a mask this day, and on this day, fucking Joseph Goebbels' nephew was born. So I wonder why he wore that mask. Like, it would be like that.
Right.
It's just, it's...
But it is, I'm telling you, it started with SNL. Like, look at fucking Parks and Rec. The main character looks at Joe Biden as a sex symbol. It started with this weird thing that the SNL world created that everyone does now,
right?
Where we look at Democrats as like these heroes.
Right.
Like, watch it now. It's like they talk about Chuck Schumer. Like the girls on SNL want to fuck Chuck Schumer.
I mean, it's just how stupid
it's just weird.
It's just so dumb and bullshit. Then she writes like, Melania is like now following her lead. Like she's like following the Nancy Pelosi. And nowhere does she mention that, about this whole Nancy Pelosi thing. That Nancy Pelosi is like 5,000 plastic surgeries.
Well, of the two of them, between Trump and Pelosi, I think of Pelosi as the real trendsetter in the fashion
no question.
Yeah.
The other thing is, they're touting that $3 trillion coronavirus response. That stuff, it had stuff in there for recreational marijuana. It had like all kinds of things that have nothing to do with a coronavirus response.
Yeah, but
so it's like she's pay attention to the flashy, pretty fabric of her mask instead of the ridiculous things she's trying to do during a crisis.
In this, her resolve is fully in line with the speaker's approach to image making, which has always involved every tool at her disposal, be it a clapback at the State of the Union or her speaker's mace pin. She understands there are ways to make herself and her positions heard, even when she isn't saying anything at all. That at a time when almost all communication is taking place within the confines of a small box. Those kinds of details matter. And thus, Nancy Pelosi, master of the statement coat, candy strategist of the suffragist pantsuit, has also become the leader of the masked opposition. Vanessa Friedman is the Times fashion editor and chief fashion critic. What a job.
But you're a fashion critic, and just the language she uses, and she writes about fashion. That just seems
they don't even know that
so over the top.
I mean, that's what I mean by this. And again, I'm telling you, this is why Trump's going to win. These people are so fucking tone deaf.
It's complete. Like, honestly, if I'm the sample of the simpletons, I don't understand what the fuck she's talking about. So if you're trying to appeal,
no one does. It doesn't make any sense.
You're trying to appeal to a lower level of working class people.
Honestly, she's dumber. She's dumber than the people who don't understand because she's over. Just fucking write it.
No, but the thing is, nobody understands that garbage. They're just people who read it and then tell themselves that they understand the higher meaning of it because they're smart and sophisticated.
Right.
Like Smugsy reads that.
Oh, you'd be like, devastating takedown of Trump today by Vanny Friedman in the Times.
Go off, Queen.
Oh, she's so great. Did you read her story about Melania Trump's shoes the other day? Oh, great. It was tremendous takedown piece. And again, if you run the New York Times, you're fucking paying this person? Fucking paying a salary?
Probably $130,000 a year.
To be a fucking fashion critic and to write the many masks of Nancy Pelosi?
To be fair, if you're a fashion critic that has to write multiple times a week, it must be a stretch at some point.
No question.
You're going to have to come up with you're going to have to put some pizzazz on it, I guess.
You're telling me, maybe I'm not giving enough credit, but you think Nancy Pelosi wakes up in the morning and is like, I'm going to put on this mask today to make this point?
Yes.
I don't even think she's capable of at this point, she's fucking pickled.
It would be psychotic. You should not want that in someone. That's not an admirable quality. If every day she's picking a mask to make some profound statement.
Yeah, I don't.
She's also worth $120 million, so she probably has aides that are picking it out for her.
She earned it. She worked in she's been a
coal miner.
Oh, she's been in Congress for how long
now? Probably, I think since. I'll look it up right now.
That pays what, $3-4 million a year, right? I mean, that adds up. That makes sense to me.
And the real answer of why she probably wears each mask is because some color represents safety and some color represents calmness or something.
She's fucking walking out of the house and an aide hands it to her.
Yeah.
She puts on her face.
No, but I'm saying in politics they think about that type of shit more than what this woman is saying.
All right, she started out as chair of the Democratic Party in 1981.
God, that really?
Yeah, she was the Democratic Party of California.
What did she look like in 1981?
Like a younger version. I mean, she wasn't bad looking.
No, I'm not saying. I'm sure she wasn't. I'm just because she's had so much plastic surgery. By the way, she called Trump a kid with doggy do on his shoes yesterday. Pelosi.
What a devastating take.
It's very weird. But when you're old, you say things like that.
Yeah, and there's one thing, I get
she looks like her before plastic surgery.
Like, Pelosi is ridiculous on this, but when she calls president morbidly obese, and then all the people on the right get offended and act like it's the biggest sin she's ever made against public decency.
Watch.
Yeah, it was.
On Twitter?
It's like Trump is the insult king, and you can't be the insult king insulting fucking everybody. I agree. And then, get offended when he says something.
Totally.
But it was also funny to watch the other side. Like, if you saw hashtag fat shaming trending and clicked on it, it was people saying, morbidly obese is not fat shaming. Miss Piggy is fat shaming. And people clapping over Nancy Pelosi doing this. So it's like, well, when your side does it, why isn't that bad?
True. That's true. But but I do agree. Trump fucking shits all over everyone. You can call him a fatso.
There's just
I have no problem with that.
There's a vein of sensitivity in the MAGA people.
Oh,
if you come after Trump, a huge one.
There also is with Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw, but even these press conferences, he fucking can't handle the tough questions. He gets all pissy.
Oh, he fires back. He
stormed out the other day. He can get.
He is a kid. She's right. He is a little kid.
Yeah, it's funny. It's what's funny about it.
But it's sad to watch like the Doggy Do or the President Tweety, like
that's
any of them trying to do what Trump does.
I know, it's like
you saw it.
Leave the nicknames to Trump.
You saw it when Warren was running, and all they try and do this, and they can't do it because
they're just incapable.
Well, the first one was Rubio. Remember Rubio in the primary? Yeah, Lil Marco. He made those comments about the size of Trump's dick or something like that.
His hands, yeah.
Yeah. No, he was trying to infer that Trump had a small
Trump
dick.
shot that down immediately. Ridiculous. Look at these hands. I can tell you there's no issue down there.
I got a huge dick. My dick's huge.
Trump changed everything, literally everything with that Rosie O'Donnell line. Everything changed after that. Yeah. It was that first debate, and I remember watching it thinking, is he going to be like this on the I'm thinking, no way, he'll play ball, and it was fucking wild from the start.
Well, I think there was a belief that Megyn Kelly's going to ask that first question, and he's just going to crumble.
Yeah, he's going to play
every single woman voter in the GOP is going to be like, no, fuck this guy.
The place went nuts, and I was like, well, this race is over. He literally chopped Jeb Bush's dick off and strangled him to death with it, night after night on that debate stage. I remember because there was one time, one of the first debates where like Jeb Bush was saying before, like, I'm going to fight back. This is my time. And he said something, and Trump's like, oh, good energy. Good job. Good job. I was like,
he just has that ability.
Didn't Jeb high-five him after that?
Yeah, at one point he did.
It's ridiculous. I remember
poor guy.
When we had him on the show with Howie, and it was Marco Rubio had just been photographed wearing boots with like a ridiculous heel on it. There was like an inch heel on those. Right. And all Trump said was, geez, whoa, that was a big heel on that boot. And like a minute later, I've got BuzzFeed and ABC and NBC are like, we need that audio. We need that audio. Can you get that for us? So it's just like all he did was make fun of Marco Rubio's boots, and you're like, we need this. This leads for us.
Jesus. We got Trump. Is he calling us?
He is calling us.
Right.
Yes.
We'll do Red Dogs before that. Donald Trump Jr. here in a moment. First, Red Dogs, Marine Corps veteran and family-owned small business located on the Cape. Red Dogs treats have no grain, no preservatives, no harsh chemicals, only natural ingredients that are good for your dog. They come from small farms in New England. They have sweet potato peanut butter, sweet potato chews, Cape Cod cranberry. I was about to say Harry's favorite. I think probably Clyde. Clyde's favorite, pumpkin peanut butter. You get to that point, and people make fun of you. You do call your fucking kids the dog's names.
That's how good. I bet Harry would like him too.
Jesus, he might. We'll give him a shot.
I think we have Don Jr.
Oh, it's Don Jr.?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on? One second. What perfect timing for you as I finish up one of my reads for a. Do you have a dog or no?
I do.
You got to try Red Dogs. Okay, it's good. It's good quality. You like it, Marine Corps veteran company. And for Minute fans right now, Red Dogs is offering free shipping on all orders under $49. Go to reddogscompany.com. Use promo code Kirk for 15% off. So there you go. How's it going?
Doing well, man. You?
Good. So I'm 45. Are you my age or no?
I'm a little younger than you. I'm
Okay.
going to say a lot younger than you because I'm 42, and each year now seems to add a lot more time.
Yes, you're a baby, a mere child. So essentially, we grew up at the same time. You grew up in in New York. I grew up in Boston, but I was a massive Stern fan. Obviously, your dad was on all the time. I know you were as well, and we sort of I think have the same sensibility of what he's become the last 5 or 6 years. My issue with him and you is. I'm disappointed. I want him to go all. He might as well go. Don't you kind of want him to go all in on you as opposed to just dancing around?
Well, it's so funny. I said that to a couple friends of mine, which is like, hey, there would have been a time. And listen,
he would have killed you.
I grew up with listening, and I used to go on O&A years ago, way before politics, when there's essentially no upside for a business guy like me to go on shows. Even probably like this, right? Because there's risk, but I actually have a lot of fun with it, and it's sort of the way my mind works, and I like to think that way. So, I was to say to my friends, like, imagine, there was a time where people would have dreaded going up against Stern, and now what's he going to do? The same thing he's going to say that what he's been doing. He's going to talk about me being a hunter. He's going to try to hit me for being the son of a rich guy. Like, okay, but the reality is I've been much more consistent than Stern. Stern has become the thing that he rallied against for the first 25 years of his career. What made Howard Stern, he's literally totally abandoned in favor of, being loved by Hollywood and being part of the resistance.
Chelsea Handler and Ellen DeGeneres and Jennifer you're like me. I used to listen to him. He'd talk about Friday nights being in his basement. He has no friends. And it was also, like you said, he would shit on these people. Now he likes him. That's, I guess, fine. People change, whatever. But it's just weird that.
The fact that he's so desperate to want to be loved by them. Hey, if you want to be in that crowd, you like the glitz and glam, whatever. That's cool. I don't begrudge them that. But to be sort of so desperate to do that and to then just, abandon. Again, I don't have a problem with him talking shit about my family. I'm used to that, right? But when he sort of started shitting on the people that made Howard Stern, who do you think was an average Stern listener? A Trump supporter or a Hillary supporter? And then he's like, I want them all to drop dead. I don't care. I can't imagine that. You saw it. I mean, my father was on all the time. When Howard went off the air, back when people listened to the show, he did his, top 10, moments of the Stern show. And, Donald Trump was on, 2 or 3 of the top 10. And so it's sort of just ironic that he just forgets all of that. And, but that's what he does. It's all about Stern. The people that helped build him, Artie Lang, Jackie the Joke Man, all these guys, the second it's not about Howard, they're gone. And I mean, I even see that with some of my family. I know my brother and his wife did a bunch for some of the charity stuff and animal stuff that, Howard was pushing.
Right.
He doesn't talk about that because he can't give credit. He just has to try to destroy it if it's against his narrative. So it's just sort of it's that just total lack of loyalty, just, that it's sort of sad because it's the kind of thing that he would have hated. And, if he was being true to himself then, you think you could at least be a little consistent later.
Well, what's weird to me is, and I agree with that, what's weird to me is, so, like you said, your dad had some of the best moments ever, the AJ Benza thing, 5 million things. But, Stern has 2 channels on Sirius. I haven't listened to Stern on Sirius, and I was a listener. I listen to the whole show every day. I haven't listened to on Sirius in 10 years. He has that 101, and it's all the old stuff.
Well,
I mean, he plays none of your dad on there, which to me is, whether you like your dad, and listen, a lot of people don't like him.
Yeah,
a lot of people, I didn't vote for him. A lot of people like him. A lot of people don't like him, whatever. But to not have the most famous guy in the world now, the president of the United States, in the middle of this, and by the way, he was on I don't know, how many times did your dad was on Stern Show? 300 times?
Oh, I mean,
a lot. Yeah, and he never plays it ever. Is so fucking weird. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I guess, listen, he goes from, having guys like my father on to having, Hillary and Rosie on. And I get it. People change, but that seems like a pretty drastic change. But what was interesting is sort of in this feud, because, for better or worse, whatever it is, I got a little bit of that Trump gene. I don't give a crap. I just fight back. And, I'm not going to let people shit all over the people that are supportive of us. I just won't do that, even if it means putting myself in Howard Stern's crosshairs. But it was sort of funny in this week that this has sort of gone back and forth a little bit. The head of the Howard Stern, the Stern Facebook fan page, the super fans, the biggest, fan page that he has. One of the guys that runs it, I guess Joseph Muskie, who's been on the show numerous times. I mean, he sent it to a friend of mine and was like, I'm so disappointed with Stern. We don't know what happened. He's literally hemorrhaging listeners, and it's crazy. I guess he doesn't care because his deal's sort of a fixed deal, so he makes money no matter what. So he doesn't need to have a big fan base. And again, he created something incredible. I mean, he was a true innovator.
No question.
And did that, but then to sort of, to sell that all out and the people that helped get him there, as he's done with the co-hosts, as he's obviously now done with this. I mean, if you're losing your super fans, it seems like a problem. But honestly, guys like you, Barstool, Dave, you guys have taken over, and that role is sort of king of all media because you guys are doing the more edgy stuff. You're bringing up the new stuff. You're catering to a younger audience. I mean, it's really impressive to see.
So just to be clear, I'm going to have my producer tweet this out. Can you say it clearly so Steve can retweet this out? Kirk Minahan is the new king of all media. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say Dave Portnoy.
No.
And the Barstool Network.
We'll edit that part. Dave hates your guts right now, Don. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think we're listen. I think I'm included. Dave and I have DM back and forth and stuff, so I think he's breaking chops. I think there's listen, I'm not involved in fiscal policy, but listen, I think of it this way: if Dave lost money investing in Chinese stocks, look at the Chinese government over the last couple of months. What has gone on? They've lied to the world, caused millions of people to get sick that could have been prevented. They shut down travel to Beijing and Shanghai from Wuhan, but not to the rest of the world. They let a lot of people get sick. They've essentially bribed the World Health Organization. So I like to think of China. Let's put it in words that you guys fully understand.
Oh, please.
China is like Suit Man. Okay?
Okay.
China is Suit Man.
There you go.
And we got to cancel Suit Man, okay? Because They're not playing level. And if you're investing in China and the government is... You like that analogy?
Well
is
done,
it good?
well done.
All we need now is the nickname for Portnoy.
China is
Portnoy.
Suit Man.
Yes, right.
China is Suit Man. We have to cancel Suit Man because they're going around the world lying and manipulating. And if you're investing in Chinese stocks, you don't know what you're actually investing in. In America, there's real regulations. But in China, they could say, okay, let's make it. You made more money today. You make less money today. They could turn a dime on any one of those companies. So I'd love, Dave. Listen, no one likes losing money, right? Trust me. I'm a Trump. I hate losing money. But it happens every once in a while. Mm-hmm. So, I feel terrible that Dave may have lost a little money day trading. But, bring that money back here. Let's do it with American companies. Let's build those back up. And I promise you, Dave's going to have a better investing career that way.
Let me ask you, do you think that because of the way your dad ran the campaign and building the wall and all that, do you think that he was, or people around him were initially resistant to shut down travel super early? Because it feels like they waited. I feel like the biggest mistake was not being more proactive with that earlier on, if that makes sense.
Well, don't forget, it's not so much the people around him. It was the Democrats, right? Remember, my father shut down travel from Wuhan on January 28th.
But what? Okay, but when was the? When was
a month later,
no, I was going to ask.
A month later, the Democrats were saying, we're still saying it's too soon, it's too aggressive. Remember, Joe Biden said it's xenophobic, it's racist, it's too aggressive. So the entire Democrat left was resisting it. I think because, they would try to make the story that, he's trying to control the border now. It's like, no, guys, it's the common sense thing to do. It's not racist to shut down travel from the epicenter of a viral outbreak. It's intelligent to shut down travel from that. But it was really more the left that resisted it. And if you go back, sort of the revisionist history that you see on media, they didn't act fast enough. Excuse me. The left, Bill de Blasio, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, they were saying, no, let's still have mass gatherings at the end of February in Chinatown. They were calling him, again, they called him racist for shutting down travel from the epicenter and said it was too soon to do that. It was the number one thing that we did to flatten the curve. But because of the bias that we face in the media on a daily basis, no one actually hears that story. Well, so the same people that say he didn't act were bitching about him actually acting and shutting it down and doing the thing that helped flatten the curve the most.
I feel like this is the first, obviously the first real pandemic we faced in our lifetime. I think it's the first real serious situation of the social media era. And it seems like Twitter just drives so much of it now. Instagram, mostly Twitter. I feel like Twitter governs almost all of it, where it's easy to run one way and run the other way. And as usual, the truth is somewhere in the middle. But I feel like, and because the media is so on one side to the left, that they have driven this conversation to the point where you can't even really have, you can't have a conversation about this particular thing anymore without people completely flipping out or blaming your dad, or even, I would say, on the extreme, on the other side, acting like this is just the flu. I mean, it's sort of this weird thing where there's absolutely no middle ground.
I don't disagree with any of that. I mean, I think sort of, social media has enabled the outrage culture to sort of go, right? And I mean, I sort of, hey, I'm on one side. I don't pretend to not be, right? But like, if you go through, there's some of these guys that'll do these great, comfortably smug, that they'll take a reporter that's going on one of their outrage things, and then they take a clip from that same reporter, like 2 days earlier, and it's literally exactly the opposite. And it's like, these people forget that they don't even care anymore, that literally they could be preaching one thing for 2 weeks. The next day, because that happens to be the way the outrage cycle is going, they can totally flip. And it's like, no, I never said that. It's like, no, here it is. You said it. Well, a lot's changed since then. I mean, these people are morons. It's truly amazing to watch.
Do you get, I think I asked you this last time. So I knew we were having you on, and I saw this tweet, and I was like, I got to ask him. When your dad tweeted the other night that Roger Ailes was a great man, is there part of you, and you see that and you think, oh, like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are we? Because I mean, I think you would probably agree that, given how it ended for Roger Ailes. Now, I understand he was a great television executive, but not a great moment for the commander in chief.
Well, no, I've obviously never seen any one of my father's tweets that I disagreed with. Obviously,
right. Well, right. Yeah, but that's but are there times when you look at the phone, when you look at the phone when you're walking around the house or whatever, and you're thinking, oh, Dad, what the hell?
between us girls, there were a couple times, during the campaign, I'd wake up and, sort of set the alarm clock at 5 o'clock to be like, what am I going to have to deal with today? So, but no, listen, I think the reality is, though, you can also then make the distinction. I mean, they were friendly. Roger Ailes was a genius in what he did. He was always good and loyal to my father. That doesn't mean, it's sort of one of these things today. If you like a guy, but, 50 years ago, he said something stupid. I mean, in cancel culture, oh man, you have to disavow everything. And my dad, he's just too loyal. He doesn't mean he agrees with all of the stuff, that Roger was accused of. Don't forget, a lot of this stuff wasn't necessarily, actually proven or anything that.
But he did it though. I mean, Roger, I don't think that's like we could talk about the stuff like against your dad or this other stuff, but that was definitely done.
You can still make the distinction between someone who's been a friend, and my father's just not going to disavow everyone, for everything that other people don't like about it. And I think that's an important trait.
But yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's a cut. It's a cut we play in the show. Do we have that, Steve? Disavow. We always play that one that your dad was. I disavow. It's one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite Trump cuts. What was it? Oh, Mike, you have anything or no?
My mic is off, I think.
No, you're on. Go ahead.
Am I?
Yeah, good.
I wanted to know because I've been dealing with a lot of this Donald Trump Jr. I want to know how your father is dealing with being fat shamed. I didn't think that was right what Nancy Pelosi did to him.
I honestly, I don't think he cares. I mean, if you haven't, noticed, my father likes this issue, but he can also take it. I mean, he's got an incredible sense of humor. So, watching Nancy Pelosi, do that, maybe she should look at Jerry Nadler and some of those in her own party.
It's not unfair. I wonder if she shares. It's not unfair.
I wonder if she shares the same concerns, for them. But again, she knows that the mainstream media, who has just decided to be the left marketing department, will carry it. So, it's fine. It's sort of ridiculous. But I think for a lot of people who are like, well, you know what, maybe Trump's too rough. Maybe Trump's too this. Maybe it sort of puts things into a framework. Whereas, if you look at me, they're like, oh, Don, you're too aggressive on some of these things. I go, wait a minute. These other people, they spent 3 years trying to put me in jail. I did 30 hours of congressional testimony, and now they unmasked me on the day of the inauguration to try to, spy on me and my family to try to get something to drive the cycle to change the duly elected president of the United States. I mean, this stuff's all coming out now, but I went through it for 3 years where I had the former vice presidential candidate and numerous senators on air saying that I committed treason, okay? That a crime punishable by death. They're on TV saying this shit. So, you hear that and you're me and you have a little bit of that Trump fight gene. Guess what? You know what? I am going to turn it up a little bit. I am not going to look at it the same way. And so, for those who are like, well, maybe Trump's a little too aggressive in his response. It's like, I don't know. If your family was attacked day in and day out, they're trying to throw you in jail to do this, maybe it recenters the way you look at things and the way you approach things. And, I think that's the reality. If you're on our side of the you got to fight like the Democrats because there is no moral compass in the way. They just do whatever they will. They'll destroy anyone. Look at what they tried to do to Brett Kavanaugh. I mean, the only thing I had ever heard of Brett Kavanaugh before the Supreme Court stuff was, seeing him, serving food at a soup kitchen every weekend, and all of a sudden he's a serial gang rapist.
Well,
it was so important that Dianne Feinstein, the senator from California, got the accusation and sat on it for 3 months. Because it was so concerning to them that they wanted to make sure they got it right. I mean, give me a break.
Well, that's a good example. That's something we talk about here a lot on this show all the time is whether you agree, whether you think it's credible, whether it's not, is the double standard that exists in the media. And to me, there's no better example. We've talked about this for the last 3 or 4 months or whatever. We were one of the first shows that we tried to have Tara Reid on, tried to talk about it almost every day. And you have the same people, and it's cut and dry when you look at social media. It's the same exact people who say Kavanaugh was guilty. Whether you think he's guilty or not, whatever. You have a politician, a columnist, Kavanaugh's guilty. Joe Biden, innocent. Like, I'm a story here,
Go
ahead.
Believe all women, except for the ones that go against Democrats. Those we don't believe. And by the way, this doesn't just go back to this outrage cycle, right? This goes back to Clinton. Look at all the people that accused him and credibly, and they settled with it, yada, yada, yada. Those people were destroyed in the press. They were demonized. There was no believe them, give them a fair shot. So, again, I don't care what game we play, guys. I don't care if we're playing hardball or t-ball, but we got to play the same game as the other side. And the Democrats have always played hardball.
Well, I mean, I would say, with your dad, obviously there was women who accused him, 25, I think I read the story, accused him of doing it, right? Whether you think
magically when he turned into a conservative, I know it's amazing how that happened.
But whether it's credible but my point is whether it's credible or not credible, those women were all believed. Fine, I'm on board. I'm on board. If that's how we're going to do it, that's fine. But now Tara Reid is being called a fucking a Russian plant. She's being called unstable.
Yeah, back to Russia. We haven't heard enough of that one.
Yeah, she's being called this. She's being called that. I mean, what they're doing to her is the same thing that you read about these women who were raped by like Harvey Weinstein or by these other people.
Well, and by the way, that's a totally different world.
Well, of course.
I mean, that guy's,
But I'm saying is
if you compare, just because it's the same time frame, if you compare Kavanaugh to Biden, I mean, there is literally zero corroborating evidence against Kavanaugh, right? I mean, even Ford, they put her on, when was it? I don't remember the year. Where was it? I don't exactly know. But it happened. Oh, we must believe you. I mean, there's stuff from the mid-'90s where this woman in court, there's talked about these things. In her papers with her husband, there's talks about it. Biden doesn't want to release the Senate papers. And again, it's one thing if these aren't private documents. He was a United States senator paid for by the American taxpayer, and we're not supposed to see what he worked on?
You have this woman's mother. You have this woman's mother calling Larry King. I mean, that these things.
Unless the Russians, which is probably it has to be the Russians, obviously. When the Democrats don't have an answer, it's the Russians, right? Unless the Russians were so good that they managed to set up Joe Biden 30 years prior to him running, and being the Democratic nominee. I mean, there's actual corroborating evidence, but no, we can't possibly look at that. Like, give me a break, guys. Give me a break.
How do you run a presidential campaign during this? Do you think? Like, what's the game plan?
Well, I've been doing as much as I can digitally. Obviously, I'm pretty.
So is Biden.
I'm pretty vocal. So we do what we can, but no, it's not just talking shit. It's also getting up there and we're doing a lot of sort of digital fundraising. Virtual fundraisers, doing what we can. I mean, the reality is we're business people, so the transition from, in-space, type of meetings and this, can transition pretty quickly. So I think we did a very good job of that. My girlfriend Kimberly's been all over it in terms of that and coalitions, and we're doing what we can. But I think honestly, the American people want to get back to work. What I've seen and what's been most scary to me is, watching the juxtaposition of the outcomes within the states. I mean, the sort of Florida, New York example is the closest one, right? Because the media has been shitting on Florida for 3 months. Meanwhile, they got a tiny fraction of the death toll, a larger population. All the people from New York are fleeing to Florida, so bringing it there, and they got it under control. But they've been crapping on Florida for 2 months while making New York to be like this great example because it's run by a liberal. But I'm like, well, but look at the numbers. There's literally nothing in the numbers that tells me that New York is a success. Now, if you look at even New York relative to other liberal states, because I don't want to do just the conservative pickup, relative to California, New York has performed terribly. California got it before New York, has a bigger population than New York. They don't have it fully under control, but they've done a better job than New York. Washington State, same thing, super liberal, but it's where it first started. It happened, and they managed to get it under control. But watching the media, they're like, I like that guy. He's got some good sound bites. So we're going to build him up as though he's infallible. He's perfect. But when you actually look at the numbers, they tell a very different story. But you don't hear that. I mean, I think Ron DeSantis from Florida did a great job yesterday combating the media narrative and the stuff they literally tried to make up about Florida. And finally, he had enough and said, guys, here are the facts. And, I tweeted a thread earlier today that goes through the whole sort of thing. And it's sort of incredible to watch. But I think, it's been a good awakening for Republicans. I mean, I think Donald Trump in the age, for conservatives has been great because it's shown conservatives that they can actually fight back. They don't just have to roll over and die. They don't because the other side wants to or because some liberal journalist that hates their guts is going to write a bad story about it. Guess what, guys? They're going to do that anyway. Like, it's okay. You can push back. And let's have that honest dialogue, but let's do so on an equal playing field. And right now, we're not in an equal playing field. I mean, you talk about this election. How many billions of dollars of free media will the mainstream media give to Joe Biden, protecting his gaffes, covering up all of the scandals, whether it be the China stuff with his son, $1.5 billion. I mean, for your guys, this is Portnoy type money. $1.5 billion into Hunter Biden's $1.5 billion into Hunter Biden's son's fund from the Chinese government. That's $30 million a year in fees in a typical 2 and 20 fund structure. $30 million a year. You think Joe China is going to be tough on China? I don't think so, guys. He's been on the record saying they're not a competition, they're not a threat to us, they're not this. Think about saying that crap. Unless you're bought and paid for, there's literally no justifiable way to say that, especially now that we know what's going on with COVID.
Do you think, though, one thing I would say about your dad in this is, one other fault I would have is at the beginning on social media, he tried to say this wasn't going to be a big deal. There weren't going to be as many deaths. And then I feel like he had some real inconsistency on social media versus how it rolled out later.
But no. Let's look at it relative to the lens, right? Because, again, the filter by which you see everything, you see that. He said not a big deal, but don't forget, the World Health Organization said this wasn't going to be a thing, right? They said it's not going to be a problem. They said it wasn't going to transmit to people. And then once it started doing that, then everyone changes their story. So, he was going with the information that he had. But more importantly than that is, don't forget, those same organizations and the CDC then said 2 million Americans were going to die. Okay? Well, guess what? If that's the case, he's done a phenomenal job. Because not one death is acceptable, and he said that. But if 2 million people, this is their projections, 2 million people were going to die, they're not at 100,000, so you're at less than 1/20th of what the CDC projected was going to happen in America. So my thought is, it's not as big a deal as that. We're going to get it under control. You notice you don't hear the story about ventilators anymore. They were saying they're never going to get it. Not one person went, or passed without having a ventilator available. They got all that stuff done. There was an article in the National Review the other day, basically, and this is not exactly a pro-Trump type of periodical. Even if it leans conservative, they're sort of, let's call it never Trump more often than not. And even they said, you don't hear about the story because they got the PPE stuff to the hospitals in a fashion and in a pragmatic way that no one even imagined could happen with a big, slow government bureaucracy in place. Because you got to remember, you're still dealing with it through that lens. So you don't hear that story anymore because guess what? They overperformed significantly. So let's figure out something else that we can hit them on. And that's the problem. They only talk about the negative. They'll never give credit when there's a positive. And then I think that's what's turned people away from so much media, which is making them get it from alternate sources, which is why, the social platforms and stuff like that have grown so well.
Your dad at the end of February, though, was talking about there's going to only be 15 cases, though.
I don't know that. I haven't seen that. I don't know if that's accurate.
But what I'm saying is he definitely, again, on social media, it seemed like it sometimes, and it seems to me with him, it seems like with him, they're huge up. He goes sort of ups and downs, and sometimes is somebody who is sort of down the middle. I'm a libertarian. I don't care one way or the other. I look at it sometimes and I think, well, sometimes I wish there'd be more consistency with him on some of these issues.
I think that's fair. I'm not going to argue with that. I think definitely there could be things like that. But again, I think you have to look at sort of the general messaging. He's been as transparent as it could possibly be as it relates to these things. He's opened himself up to the press more than any president, prior to that. And honestly, if you're a libertarian or you think that way, look at the way the Democrats in their states have just sort of taken and assumed power that they don't seem that willing to ever give back.
We're in Massachusetts. I'm with you 1,000% on that. Baker's a Republican in name only. I agree 1,000%. And that's what we said early on with the show was we talked about this. I never understood when it started breaking out. Like I get New York City, it was in the middle of it. But why were we treating a town in Wyoming, with 226 people, the same as Manhattan? That never made any sense to me at all.
Well, go look at my social feed. I've been saying that for 3 months. And, and again, it was about power. I think there's an element that, again, the Democrat machine is so dependent on government dependence, right? They need people to sort of be dependent on big government. So you know what? Guess what? Let's shut down the whole state. I'm from New York, right? So I live in New York City, but I'm sort of a redneck. So I go up to my cabin on the weekends, 3 hours north. Hunt, fish, shoot. So I'm there. I'm saying, the little diner in the small town that I have my cabin at, they're shut down. They've been threatened to have people, fined if they serve food. I mean, their entire season is made in the next 2 months. When the fly fishing is good. And I'm like, why are they I get it. New York City, 100%. I understand that. I'm not, but you're going to shut down these small rural areas that have 0 cases, no anything, have plenty of stuff, adequate stuff in the hospitals in their areas. I'm not saying be glib about it. You can still take precautions, but you're going to shut down the entire state. I mean, look at California, how big it is. Yeah, shut down LA, shut down San Francisco. Makes total sense. You're going to shut down farm country too. What purpose does that serve other than essentially destroying our economy? Which I guess, listen, I don't want to look at it from a nefarious standpoint, but how do you hurt Trump? Hurt the economy, make it seem like it's not that good. I think the average person's going to realize that the guy that built the greatest economy America has known in modern times is the guy that can do it again, not a 50-year Washington bureaucrat like Joe Biden, who I can't imagine anyone can actually name a single accomplishment of. But still, you look at it and you say, why are they treating everyone exactly the same? Why are the Republicans not? It's because it's a very different mindset as it relates to freedom, as it relates to control, as it relates to our liberties. And the Democrats are not all that for your liberties, apparently.
Hey, Don, I think everyone agrees it's obvious that the World Health Organization really screwed this up. But why wasn't the American intelligence community better informed about the virus? Why couldn't they get a briefing in front of your father a little bit earlier than the World Health Organization? I mean, why were we relying on them?
Well, because all of the experts say you should probably, and I think there's a reason my father defunded them, because it became apparent that they were working for the Chinese government and carrying the communist propaganda talking points. So then my father defunds it, and the liberals go crazy. Okay, oh my God, you're not giving the world, because it sounds so great. It's wonderful. It's the World Health Organization. It must be wonderful. No, these are corrupt institutions. But listen, I don't want to talk about the intelligence agencies in this country, because when you've gone through what I've gone through for the last few years, you're going to be a lot more skeptical of those things. I mean, look at what those same intelligence agencies did to General Flynn and stuff like that. So, again, I don't know that I trust any of these agencies enough. And frankly, I think they need shakeups across the board, starting at the high levels of the FBI, but going all the way down. Because if you look at the bad actors who are coming in out, the Brennans, the this, the that. I mean, the former CIA directors, lying to the American people, lying to Congress under oath. No ramifications, no penalties. In fact, they actually get rewarded for doing it because they get CNN contributorship, because they can go spread those lies on CNN, and because of their former positions, it's like they have credibility. I want to know that, you think if I would have lied to Congress under oath for 30 hours, 30 hours, think about it. I mean, they're asking. So at 12:02, I was like, oh, it happened at 12:02. No, it happened at 12:01. You're lying, perjury. You're going to jail. I don't trust any of these guys as far as I could throw them. And I think there needs to be a real shakeup at the top. And I'm not talking about the door kickers at the FBI, because those guys have been the guys that have been the most vocal to me about what a disgrace Comey is and, the other characters there. But the bureaucrats, the guys that don't carry guns, they carry pens, the lawyers at the top, those guys have been corrupted and broken for far too long, and we need to shake that shit up too.
Does that include Director Wray, whom your father appointed?
Listen, when I'm looking at what's going on, what I see is guys that are more concerned about protecting the institution than they are about protecting the Constitution. Right? They're going to protect the FBI and the name of the FBI, even if they recognize that it's corrupted. Yeah, 100%. Wray, because he had former experiences, appointed there early in our administration before we figured out what exactly was going on. I think I'm wondering why the hell would, the FBI director Wray sit on all of the Flynn exculpatory evidence. They destroy a 3-star general, and it all turns out to be lies. They knew it was lies. They kept doing it anyway. They threatened his kids. I saw what they tried to do to me. They tried to hurt my father by trying to hurt me. So, this goes on, and he's sitting on this evidence. But by the way, it would probably never have come out had Flynn's lawyers not gotten involved and say, "Wait a second, this is bullshit. Like, what are you doing?" It wouldn't have come out. So this guy's sitting on this information for 3 years that shows this clear corruption at the FBI. That shows that a guy that dedicated his entire life to serving his country is actually totally innocent and was totally set up by these guys. but he's just sitting on it. So yeah, I damn well would love to have that conversation with Chris Wray.
Last time we had you on, you probably don't remember. Right when you were done with us, you were telling us you were going on The View. I wonder how uncomfortable was it?
Yeah, that was during the book tour. That was fun.
How uncomfortable was it for after for them? It was great uncomfortable television. Were they nice? Were they humane after, or was he just pure?
The one that was good both before and after was Joy Behar. She's sort of a professional.
She's a comedian. She took her hits. Whoopi Goldberg, and by the way, Whoopi Goldberg, who I'd known, she'd been to The Apprentice finale a couple times. She wouldn't even say my name on TV. And I'm saying, wait a second. If I'm on a book tour, listen, I didn't go on The View because I want to go on The View. It's I'm doing a book tour. I get it. But if I'm asked to go on The View for 3 segments on their 5,000th anniversary, I'm not a baby. I'm going to get hit. Right.
I'm going to get, crapped on a little. I get it. And I can take it and I can dish it back out, as you saw. But I also do expect, hey, ask me a single question about my book. If you're going to have me on under that pretense, do the honorable thing and at least pitch it. They didn't even talk about it. They didn't even literally mention it. So, Whoopi was so outraged at the end, but it was sort of funny. And then in 5,000 shows, no one had ever hit back. No one had ever pushed back on these people because, everyone who's on the show, they have another book they're going to pitch in a year or this. They want to be invited back on and they don't want to burn the bridge. The difference is I don't give a shit. It means nothing to me if I ever go back on The View again or not. Now, turns out I gave them the best ratings they'd had in, about a year or at least 6 months. So maybe they'd have me back on anyway. But, I just don't care. So I can be honest and truthful about it. And, again, I could have come out hot. I could have hit, all of these things. And, it's pretty clear that obviously it was a setup. Even the quote-unquote conservatives on the show were sort of, pretty aggressive from the beginning. And that's fine. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But, when they started doing some of the nonsense, moral outrage hypocrisy, and you had, again, Whoopi Goldberg defending, pedophile Roman Polanski, for, sodomizing a 14-year-old child. I don't know. Maybe we got to call bullshit on this stuff.
Sure.
Stop.
How about, I do wonder, I wonder if Stern will ask you on. I wonder if he's going to finally say, you know what, I should have the guy on. Probably not.
Who's this?
Stern. I wonder if Stern will my guess is probably not, though, right?
I don't care. Honestly, I don't know that I'd do it.
You would do it. You would do it. You should go on. If he asks you to go on, you should go on.
Honestly, the reality is, and I mean this seriously, I haven't listened to the show in years. I have no idea what it's about, and according to everyone else that I know that's sort of from the original world, neither do they. So, I don't know. I think I'd be building it up bigger than it is. I would rather probably just not do it. I would rather go on with guys like you who are going to end up reach a lot more people, not give a guy that's shitting on not just me and my family, but millions of his own supporters, that built him to what he is today. Why would I give him the attention? It doesn't even matter to me.
You know why you should, though? And again, do it or don't do it if they ask you whatever. Obviously, it's up to you, but you should do it for that reason. You should say that to him. You should say, what happened to you? Why did you abandon Artie? What happened to Jackie? What happened to these fans? Yeah, maybe.
That's why I'll never be on, though.
Here's a picture of you doing this and that. They'll do that anyway, but why give him the platform to shit on you? It doesn't make, again, I don't care. If I went on The View, I can probably, on live TV in front of millions of people.
Right, that's what I mean.
That tuned in. I'm not afraid. I don't give a shit. I'm not one of these guys that, like so many, and really so many conservatives that's oh God, they're going to say something bad about me. I'm I don't know. Nothing they haven't said about me already. What the fuck do I care? Let's just go. Let's have fun. So, it doesn't bother me. I mean, they're going to say it anyway, but, it's more about not sort of, giving a platform to those who are shitting on those who made it. I hate disloyalty more than anything.
All right. Well, we'll anytime you want, reach out. I'll don't worry. I talk to Dave all the time. I'll settle this. Don't you worry about it. Don't.
All right, you let me know.
I'll be the middle.
I don't want Dave to be upset. Day Trader needs to. We gotta. Maybe I'll get him in touch with some of my friends that can help him out a little bit.
All right, Don. We'll talk to you.
Be good, guys.
See you. That is Donald Trump Jr., the son of the President of the United States. I mean, I don't think my friend's going to be that pleased, but what are you going to do?
Hey, he said you reach more people than Stern.
I do think he called me the king of all media at one point.
Kind of, yeah. He took it back.
But I think the guy's a good sport. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? He's a good ball breaking sport. He's a fucking talker for sure. You just get out of the way and let him do his thing. But You know, it's.
You think he'll run eventually?
I think he'll run for a smaller office.
Mayor of New York City, something like that.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
He'll have a hard time. I think he'll run somewhere else where it's an easier. Like he'll lose the mayor of New York City. It's so liberal.
Yeah, you could easily see him setting up, in some red state
in
where
Wyoming
he's
or something, in Nebraska, and hunt and farm and do all that shit there.
Right.
I mean,
he'll
pull a Romney basically.
That seems too small for a guy like him. Like I feel like he likes the attention.
Senator's a pretty important position.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem he wouldn't get enough of the spotlight.
It's also been like
he wouldn't be as relevant as Trump is, obviously.
It's the pathway that everyone follows.
Yeah, I don't think could he run for president one day? Yeah. Do I think it would work out as well? No. He's his son. Like I know it's happened in history, but he would then be doing the same.
He represents himself better than his dad, though.
I know, but he's also it's funny. So we've had him on a couple of times. And, I like talking to him, but I've talked about this before. And when I had Trump on the old show one time, you could actually have a conversation with him.
Yes.
Trump Jr. talks. You know what I mean? Like there has to be, and maybe he'll learn, but there has to be sort of he's always on.
Yeah, there's no way. If you didn't say, "Do I have a question?" There's no way I was getting in there.
No, it was not going to happen. It was not going to happen. But you just kind of let you unwind them. I mean, look, the Ray follow up was important. There's no doubt. That's the takeaway from the.
It was important.
The what follow?
Steve's.
What about Peking Portnoy?
Steve trying to get his fucking.
You think Peking Portnoy is going to stick?
Steve trying to get his fucking maybe. Steve trying to get this moment where like the fucking he's trying to get. It's like that's a Howie moment right there.
I'm sure it was a good question. I just enjoyed the Jesus Christ.
Whom your father appointed.
Just fishing for a headline. That's all.
I know you were. I'm surprised that he was resistant about maybe going on Stern. Let's play it out. I don't think Stern will ask him either. But if Gary Dell'Abate called him today, he would do it.
I actually think that's a good clip because it might antagonize Stern. Not that he would ever hear it, but himself.
I think it was kind of positioning himself as, I'm not gonna give the Trump bump to this loser. It's kind of what he was saying, right?
Which I kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, but he should do it.
Because he's definitely not scared. That's not him.
Oh, no. I would say he's a lot of things, but not that.
Yeah.
But I would say fucking, yeah. I mean, and even like the Ailes thing is like, look, my dad liked the guy. He's loyal. I mean, what am I supposed to he's okay.
The only other thing I wanted to pipe in with during the Biden thing is I'm curious why Trump has gone kind of easy on him, especially with the Tara Reade stuff.
True, although that does seem inevitable, though. He will tweet something.
That's why I'm waiting for it.
I was going to ask him if he actually thinks that Biden's going to be the nominee, or if there are conversations about like a last minute change by the Democrats within the Trump campaign.
I like when I asked him. I meant his dad. I'm like, so like, how do you run a campaign in the middle of all this? He's like, well, what I'm doing is I'm doing some virtual. I'm like, well, all right, okay, that's fine.
I also like the our administration. That's good.
Yes, he's part of the group. Part of the team. I wonder what the senior people in that think of him. I know they're all Trump people, but they're
Don Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they like him because he's a
bulldog for them.
Yeah, he's a bulldog for them, and he has his like cult following among young Trump types.
And he's not a fuck up. Like he's not some fucking idiot kid. Like I think
no, he's not.
Presents himself very well. I think whether or not you agree with him.
Yeah, and there's some things I just don't like. There
are some people who are always going to hate him because he's like classic like finance bro.
Well, he's also the thing I don't like. Maybe not even I don't like. It's his dad, but there's sort of this inflexibility of saying. Like the thing, like Trump was wildly inconsistent at the start about this coronavirus.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
everyone was, though.
Or maybe there was something where he goes, you know what, you're right about that.
Yeah, I know everyone was, Steve. He's the president of the United States. And most presidents of the United States don't go on there and say, this is nothing. This is the flu. 15 people. We've got 8 of them quarantined. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but do you think he was being fed information that said that this is going to be, there's going to be 100,000 fatalities?
That's a failure on his part. He's a president.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's a fair point to make. But I don't think that he was misrepresenting the information that he was being given.
Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, whatever. What are you going to do? But yeah, I'm entertained by him. I know some people. I bet you there are a lot of fans listening to the show every day who won't even like that because it's so much political
inside
talk.
Politics,
but whatever. I think he's.
Oh, they liked him last time.
They did?
Yep.
Oh, good. All right. Well, there you go. Well, it's good to have him on. Was he promoting anything, by the way? I didn't even think of asking.
No. Just wants to chew the fat.
Just wanted to check in with.
He loves Barstool.
He's promoting his administration's war against China.
Yes, I guess so. Jesus, yeah. Poor. So, do you think Dave got the answer he wants?
I don't think Dave has the national interest in mind with his investment strategy.
You don't think so?
I don't want to refund his money. He'd be all right.
I don't want to speak ill of our dear leader, but I think he's more concerned with his own
That would not be a good
line.
administration. Portnoy and Trump Jr. would not be a good ticket. Too much.
You don't think there'd be a lot of focus?
Yeah, you need a little more. Yeah, you need a. that's why. Who was it? Trista Crick who did that?
Yes.
And she said I was going to be the vice president.
Right.
I don't want that role.
No.
No. I want I want to be like the James Baker. I want to be the guy behind. I want to be overseeing everything.
Oh, okay.
Like Cheney was, but I don't want the title of vice president.
So maybe more Secretary of State,
or
even
you want to be like a Valerie Jarrett.
No, senior advisor.
Yeah.
Yeah, senior advisor.
I like that.
You're like the Steve Bannon.
Not quite, but yes, sort of in that.
You're gonna wear 11 shirts.
Yes, in that. Erica would be the vice president.
Oh, right.
I don't know why. I mean, that's
choice.
not even. You need that, And then we all hope Dave, leaves office after the gig gets elected. But I mean, I'm not going to be some vice president going on some, fucking cutting ribbons at the opening ceremony. So fuck that.
I don't know if you can have two volatile.
That's the other thing.
Like that.
No, yeah.
Both of you would get in trouble too often.
I think so. But I do think Dave will run for president one day. I think it's inevitable.
That'd be great.
I don't know if he would win, but I think he'll run for president one day. I don't know if he has any beliefs on anything.
I mean, you saw his coronavirus speech.
That's true. That was a big moment.
Impassioned, yeah.
Anything else, Steve, from that, you guys? Any other takeaways?
No, I don't think so. I was hoping he would take a shot at K. Marco because he was familiar with the lack of publicity last time around.
You should have mentioned that, Steve. You should have asked him that.
That would have been funny.
Why didn't you ask him that?
We ran out of time.
He wrote down, he had Superman written down. He's like,
he loved that.
I play for the guy.
That was a good line. That'll be the headline of the blog post. K. Marco spikes.
That's true.
It was the right play because any other show on Barstool, they would have been, oh shit.
That's true. Yeah. What? All right. What else, Steve? Anything else?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we
are doing 2 shows today, so I don't want to wear myself out here.
I can tell you.
Okay, then we could end it there.
No, we're good. What?
Well, I didn't even want to bring this up really, but I think I was so nervous to talk to Trump. Your comment at the beginning of the show really got in my head because I bombed an interview yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I had Mark Normand on.
Oh, geez. Didn't go well?
Oof.
Oh, good.
You'll hear that Sunday, folks.
Oh, good. That's a tease. Why? How bad? Are you nervous?
This will now become the most watched episode of Drop the Mic.
I mean, I know he's a good. You're not interviewing fucking.
I love.
I know, but
I
this
listen
is
to his
not
podcast. I'm a big Mark Normand fan.
This is not.
But it wasn't. So it wasn't just nerve. I was definitely nervous, but also he was a half hour late.
Was he a dick or no?
No, not at all. He was overly nice.
Oh yeah.
And at the end, it got weird, and his internet was weird, and so I kind of started cutting it off. And he goes, "I can do 10 more minutes. I gypped you at the beginning," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
He what you at the beginning?
He was late. So that's offensive now. I forgot. I'm sorry.
God,
very offensive to the gypsy American community.
Jesus Christ.
But I didn't know. I didn't handle it well at the ending. I think most of it's fine, but the ending I think you guys will really enjoy.
Oh, good. Okay.
Sounds more like he bombed it.
No, it was me. It was my. You'll see.
You've got kind of a pattern of people showing up like late and high and
yeah, no, they don't really care. But the one coming out tonight is great. I would say listen to Drop the Mic Tonight, a special episode.
Ooh. Just got followed by Donald Trump Jr. I got to follow him myself. Ooh. Quickly follow him. Good friend of mine. These fucking assholes on the left. These fucking pricks. They're trying to kill everyone.
I like that. For whatever reason, maybe it's because he's such a Barstool guy or he wants Portnoy to like him or something, but he couldn't just play along and say, yeah, you're the king of all men.
It's a joke, Don. It's a joke.
Well, he really likes Dave.
Yeah, I think, he's batting his eyes.
He wants Dave to like him. Yeah.
That's fine. But as we know, Dave has to stay away from stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
You won't have politics. You won't talk to politicians and bring them into the building. Instead, you got to bring over to Kirk Minahan. That's not afraid to talk to him.
He'll get into controversies with them.
Right. And by the way, I have on tomorrow, happily, is fucking like Chelsea Clinton. I would talk to her.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me. And she could say her crazy stuff on the left like he does for his crazy stuff on the right, and you'll fucking laugh about it.
But they would just never do it. Unfortunately. AOC would not come on.
And the truth is, you'd be a lot softer on Chelsea Clinton.
I guess. I mean, it wasn't like we grilled Don Jr.'s nuts. We asked him questions, But
you asked him about the woman who have accused his father of rape.
Yeah,
you pointed up his inconsistencies on coronavirus.
Which I knew he would dismiss them, which is fine. It's his dad. It's his dad. I mean,
I like that. That's not even what he just had to get that out. He's like, out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, 25 of them just showed up. Well, maybe a reason for that. There may not be. I don't know.
But I did enjoy it.
Yeah, he's fun. I'm on every 6. He's a good part of the. Again, good point, Steve. Like, I'd have Presley on today, AOC on today. I mean,
we've asked Joe Kennedy on, the guy who's going to be the next senator from the state of Massachusetts, and he won't even return our emails.
I'm watching some of Stupid, as I call him, Stupid Steve. Open up the phones for a second, Stupid Steve. We'll take some calls. He's on. I was fast forwarding through his thing. Fast forwarding is how old I am. With Medium Poppy last night.
Oh yeah.
Low energy.
Yeah.
And still, like, how do you want to change the show? They say to Steve. Of course, Steve's got like 50 ideas. He fucking hates this show. He's like, I want to have big guests on, like Joe Kennedy, who's running for fucking senator. Like you're not booking. This is not AM radio in Boston, you fuckhead.
Well, you'd
I think
probably
you could. I think you could make some news and get some attention with an interview with Joe Kennedy.
I don't want attention or news. I just want to do this show and have fun and be fucking left alone. That's it.
Like those Donnie Jr. retweets, though.
Sure, of course, yeah. No, listen. But Steve, did you watch this interview or no? This thing?
No, I didn't realize he was on.
Steve wants no part of the show. He's fucking changing the left and right.
Serious?
Handsy Robinson.
That was your interpretation?
Handsy Steve wants to change a lot of things.
Well, he would get rid of me, I think, obviously. But
yes, he mentioned that.
That's you both.
Everyone agreed on that.
Everyone agrees on that one.
I was like, I just think, we can do more serious stuff and interview more politicians. And like, okay, great. A week of politicians. We have Warren Christopher on tomorrow.
I'm surprised you would say that just because that's
a shot at the show.
That's what people said at the beginning of the show.
It's a shot at the show. I was surprised.
I feel like we haven't gotten that vibe as much lately.
Yeah, but see, they asked me that question, and I say I would literally change nothing about the show. You'd be like, "Oh, you're pussy. You're hiding your true beliefs. You lied."
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I mean,
there's no. If I'm asked that question, there's no answer that would appease Kirk.
That might be true, but I mean, okay. But
you should, if you had something like. No more of these asshole callers that disagree with the show.
That'd be fine.
He'd like that, yeah.
All right. They load up. We'll take a few and get that.
They are loaded up.
Hello. Good evening. Good morning. Who's this?
Kirk, this is Mike Francesa.
Hey, Mike. How you doing? We just talked about you earlier.
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. The weather in Long Island it's beautiful, to be honest. But I got a little bone to pick with your sidekick there who came on my show a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's true. Yes, go ahead.
Got in a lot of trouble for that.
I forgot about that. Well, not really.
Hello. Is this the caller? I forgot. Were you Dave? Who were you calling it as?
I was just a regular caller, giving you some information.
You're a regular caller. Well, you know what? Listen, I don't really appreciate the spread of fake news, on my program. I've been doing it for 30 years, and I've never gotten a call like that. I know Dave was upset with you, and I can totally understand.
But Mike, I've noticed a pattern on your show. I don't know if you realize all the time. You get a lot of calls like that.
Did you tweet the number, Steve?
Nope, not yet.
How the hell are they loaded? Are they loaded?
People just
know.
Mike, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike, please. Mike, can you do one favor for me?
Yeah, Kirk, please. The show is yours. The phone is yours.
I don't know if you would want to do this with me or not. I've always wanted to do this with you.
Oh, no, absolutely. Of course. Folks, look, it's not too often I get to, go on a program with, a fellow #1 radio star in a market. So, Kirk, go ahead.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of compliments today, Mike. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the show today.
I'm in that type of mood today. I don't know what to tell you.
I want to go through the Giants' schedule with you, game by game. Is that okay?
Please.
Okay.
I've already made up my mind on this team, but sure.
Okay. Week 1, home Steelers.
Loss.
Okay.
Tomlin? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Mike Tomlin?
Okay.
Please, no.
All right, good. That's good. Okay, so loss. 0-1. Week 2 at Chicago.
Now, this is where things get interesting. If you have optimistic convincing folks, look, I know Lawrence Taylor is not on their defensive side anymore for the New York Giants, but if you get after Trubinsky, I think you got a chance. So I'm going to chalk that up as a win, actually.
So you got them 1-1 right now. Okay. Week 3, interesting spot here, Mikey. Week 3, home Niners.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, I love Kittle. Oh, I love Kittle. Loss.
1 and 2. All right, so you got them 1 and 2. Okay. On the road, so a couple of spots here, back to back, 4:00 games. Week 4 on the road against the Rams. They got to go across the country.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, I do not like McVay, but Aaron Donald is still suiting up for the Rams. That's a loss. Giants are going to be 1 and 3 out of the gate. Joe Judge, job security is going to be on the line. Gettleman might be gone for all we know. I say 1 and 3.
One player is changing a lot of these games.
Well, how about this, Mike? So they're 1 and 3 on the road, right? 1 and 3, a lot of trouble. And then they haven't played a division game yet, and then they got 3 in a row. First one on the road, 425 CBS game against Dallas. And they're playing for their lives right here.
Folks, I mean, backs against the wall. I'll tell you why I like this one. I think Jason's got the carrot top himself. I think he comes back. I think he goes into Dallas. I think he gets the Giants on a roll. I think they win that game, believe it or not. I think Dallas is a ticking time bomb as far as I'm concerned. Andy Dalton, Dak Prescott, you can go all over the place with them. I think this is a win for the Giants.
Okay.
Now, of course, the line will be, of course we got to wait and see what the line will be.
I'm doing all the games.
I think I picked 75% of my games right last year.
I think you did. That's true.
Right. I won a lot.
Good percentage.
Well, I remember listening to you, Mike. I remember years ago listening to you on the weekends, Mike, and you said that Paterno had a great record in bowl games. And you said, I'm like Paterno. I'm not that great in the regular season with college football, but for some reason I pick it up in the bowl season. Is that true?
Look, folks, I mean, come playoff time, that's where we separate the men from the boys. In the league where you pay for play, and I hate to tell you, my playoff resume, it speaks for itself. I think I've predicted, Kirk, I'm going to be honest, I think I've predicted the last 20 years. I think I've gotten 18 of the Super Bowl winners right.
That's not bad. God. That's not bad.
Wow. I don't, Kirk, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. Dog and I actually created Radio Row.
Oh, I've heard you say that, Mike. I have heard you say that. Home against the Redskins, Week 6.
Oh, please. If they don't win this game, I mean, you might as well pack up the franchise and walk away. I mean, Washington looks to be the last team in the league, so if they don't win that game, call the season over.
So you got them back. So you got them back at 3. So back at 3-3.
500, not bad.
And I know what you. I mean, so Week 7.
Good. This best case scenario.
Sure. No, I understand. No, we understand. Week 7. Okay. Week 7. They're now 3-3. But here's the problem: at Philly, not just at Philly. Short week Thursday night.
Oh.
This is where things get interesting. So, and this game, fans in the crowd, if there aren't going to be any, are going to be lifted up to the extreme.
True.
Let's put it that way. I think this is a loss. The Giants never play well in Philly. They don't play well against the Eagles at all. I think that Deshaun Jackson punt return has halted them for the last 10 years. This is a loss, and now I think they're going to Stein. Now they're back to 3-4.
All right, Monday night against Tampa, home.
Oof.
Brady.
When you got Brady coming into town, I'm going with the Bucks. You got to go with the Bucks. I think Giants go back to 3-5.
3-5. All right, maybe we'll preview the second half next time. I like this call though, Mike. One other quick. How are the numbers first? First of all, I had people at Entercom. I was there for a while as well, same as you. I had some pretty high up people tell me the app was not doing well.
Well, Kirk, I also forgot to mention, I really don't appreciate how you've been speaking about my dear friend David Field. David is a dear friend.
Oh, okay. Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, the app was doing very well, and the numbers were great. The money was coming in. I'm not going to get into the details.
Well, I can if you'd like. I had somebody tell me that you had 162 subscribers to that app. 162.
162,000, correct?
Yes.
That's good. That's very good.
That's right, Mike.
I just want to, Kirk, I want to be on the same page here. I don't, it's early in the morning. I don't want to argue. It's 162,000. Yes, that's correct.
We'll talk to you later, Mike.
Very impressive.
See you later, Mike. See.
That was not bad.
We'll preview the second half of the season. You got the Giants. Remember this at 3-5, Mike, as they head into the.
What's unbelievable is they would do that the whole time. I was like, I hope Kirk goes through the whole schedule, but Mike and the Mad Dog would do that in earnestness.
Well, Mike was a little quicker than this Mike, though.
That's the only thing.
Loss.
The only thing he was, I would say, maybe for next time, Mike, is what I loved is when Francesa would just go loss. You move on.
Oh, Mike, the dog, I got to tell you, that's tough. Let me think. Yeah, it's a loss. That's a loss, dog. That's a loss.
Things were getting interesting a lot, though.
They were. Well, I don't think he expected what happened, but he played ball, though.
He certainly did. I love that.
Good first call. Good morning.
Hi, Blind Mike.
I don't have. Go ahead.
This is your claw.
Okay. Hello.
Ever since I was mentioned on the show, Alba hasn't let me fist her.
That's cheap shot. I don't know. Is that true?
Never before
It's
nor
true,
after.
It's true.
I'm not asking you, Mike. He's got the claw on right now.
Well, I did get a little satisfaction pushing Ted up that hill the other day.
Oh, sure.
Too bad that fat fuck was in the way.
Well, we've spent a lot of time together. Why? Even you were turning on me,
Mike
Claw?
now, the Claw?
This seems...
Anything else, Mike's Claw?
You're a little... Oh, no. Love you.
What? What was that?
I love you.
I love you too. I don't know if he's talking to you. I think he's probably talking to me, Mike. I don't think he loves you.
It does sound... That is how you would expect the Claw to sound, though, I guess.
I suppose. There you go. All right, Mike. Goodbye, Mike's Claw.
We should have... Now, that's someone we should have had on for 40 minutes and just asked them. Just kept peppering them with questions.
I suppose. Hello. We'll take a few more, and then... I feel like tonight's show's going to be a little
Good morning, Kirk.
Who am I speaking to?
John McLaughlin, the McLaughlin Group. Issue number 1. Question for Kirk Minahan.
Go ahead.
What is Phil Collins' best song as a solo artist?
That would be Against All Odds.
Wrong.
Oh. Well.
Mrs. Minahan's 3 favorite words. In Too Deep.
Oh,
Issue number 2. Stevie Robinson. How long is David Portnoy's dick?
Gigantic. I'm going to say 8.5 inches.
Wrong. Long enough to get the job done. Issue number 3.
Oh, all right. I liked one better.
Mike Geary.
Yes.
What do you and a baby lamb have in common?
We're sheep. I don't know.
Minimal muscle mass and strongly likely to be anally sodomized. Bye-bye.
Why would I be?
Goodbye, John.
I don't remember John McLaughlin doing this.
See, I liked him better there. That's how you do it. Quick punches and get out.
They have a lot of trivia on that show.
Is In Too Deep Soul? I think it is. Yeah, I don't remember there being a trivia aspect of it.
Oh, they're shaking things up. It's a new generation.
I suppose so. Hello.
A lot of guests on this show. What a big guest.
Hola.
What's up?
Yes, I got a Sopranos trivia question for you guys.
Oh, it is solo. Okay. No, it's Genesis. It's Genesis.
Oh, get McLaughlin back on.
I knew it was Genesis.
What a piece of shit.
I know, but I just can't. That's bad. What's your question?
What actor never appeared in an episode of Sopranos? David Lee Roth, Lin-Manuel Miranda, or Shaquille O'Neal?
I know Lin-Manuel Miranda was on The Sopranos.
Yeah, Shaq was never in it, was he?
I mean, yeah, I'm
they
gonna
may
say
have showed like maybe in the background on the TV.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about. Are they doing like?
I feel like I would remember Shaq being.
I'll say Shaq just for the hell of it.
It was Shaq. Shaq was never in it.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth played in a poker game with.
Oh, that's Taylor. Right. He was part of one of the poker games, right?
That's
yeah.
I feel like he would stand out too, but I just assumed I missed him somewhere.
Is that? I think that's right. No, I think you're right. All right, thanks for the call. There you
It'd
go.
be great if he was being David Lee Roth. Zoobity pop.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was on one of the ones where I don't know. Yes. Hello.
Hello, Kirk. First time, long time. How's it going?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's playing. I just don't. Why do I not remember that? That's weird. I don't remember that. What's up?
Hey, I had one question. What was the fallout from Steve putting Dino's phone number on the show?
I think the fans.
It wasn't much, right?
He texted me and said he got some calls, but he said overall, because I apologize. He said they were pretty good overall.
And not many people. It was done quickly enough that not many people would have got it, probably.
Yeah,
well, I'm sure then it's on Discord.
Only 10 or 20,000.
Yeah, it was about the first 10 minutes after the show download. What's that?
It sounded like Dino was going to join the show, and he never did. So
no, Dino's good. We'll have him. We'll have him on at some point.
All right. Have a good day.
See ya.
You said the second show is going to be looser, but we never did that Metal Hour stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it at some point. We'll get there.
Another good man's silence.
It's true. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, it's your old friend Joe Biden.
Hey, Joe. We just talked to Donald Trump Jr.
This is a star-studded day.
What do you call Joe? What's the Joe nickname he has for him?
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah. No, that's not Trump Jr. He had a different one. It was like
China Joe.
Something Joe.
Yeah, Joe China. He called it.
Joe China. Joe China. Okay. Oh yeah. Yes. Hello. Hello, Mr. Vice President.
You had Tweety Jr. on, huh?
Oh, there you go. That a boy.
Yeah, shitty jokes to start. Hey, I was hoping you could introduce me to this CED fella.
CED, yes. You mean DEC, right, Mr. Vice President?
Yes, DEC. I heard he can reach about 20 million minifans.
This is really not working. Just to let you know,
he's more coherent than the actual guy.
Can I talk to the real guy for a second? Whoever's calling.
He's not going to break.
Mr. Vice President, can you please put the guy on
who just hung up,
who listens to the Kirk Minahan show every day?
He probably made the right choice.
I love to talk to. I just like to. I want to hear. I love the thought process behind.
A little behind the scenes.
Did he think that was going to be like an absolute smash?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Poor
Yeah,
guy.
we
Listen,
laugh.
try again. Try something else. It's okay, but you can't go because Biden doesn't really talk like that. It's a weird kind of.
It's either you either got to do a good impression or no impression.
The
at all.
CED thing does not work either.
No.
I'm almost embarrassed I knew it. Right. Are they loaded up, Steve?
They're loaded up,
Kirk.
Kirk.
One or two more. I gotta stay sharp for tonight. My pizza delivered tonight. I'm very excited. Ooh. Which I don't think I'll eat, but that's okay.
513, you're up.
You're up 513.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going really, really well. Thank you for asking.
I got a question for Steve.
Oh, okay.
So Kirk had a black girlfriend. Mike had his mail order bride from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Has Steve ever mingled in the interracial relationship?
Yes.
Ooh, wow, bombshell.
Well, do tell. I'm waiting.
I mean, what else is there? What else is there to tell?
Let me pull up,
what kind
hold
was
on,
she?
Before you start talking, let me pull my pants down.
Well, Steve, I mean, what was this? Who was this?
In college.
Oh, really?
I was sowing my wild oats.
What was the specific nation of origin? I guess I don't know.
I would say south of the border.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay.
Oh, ooh.
How was it?
Oh,
can't complain.
Neither could she.
Is this what you wanted, sir?
Neither could she.
And Kirk, how did you go back?
How do you follow up that question? What's that?
How did you go back after going black?
Well, there wasn't. It was a relatively new world for me anyway, so I just kind of, it was great. It was a wonderful experience. A lovely woman.
I forget. Did you date or?
Yeah.
Hanging and banging.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. Many things were accomplished.
Ooh.
Many things.
Interesting.
Many things. We were young.
Right.
Yeah, I was young, dumb, and full of cum, as they say.
Sure. So was she, apparently.
What do you mean many things were accomplished?
we landed in many places.
Oh, a little.
Hey, Kirk.
No. I'm saying I don't want to disparage your fine name.
No,
I'm just
of
saying,
course.
I mean, you see, we were young. We were young, and it was a wonderful time to be alive.
Well, dig through that yearbook, folks.
Remember, it was early '90s, before AIDS. Before AIDS, yeah, early '90s. So we were fine.
Oh, so everything was all.
My understanding of it.
It was like shaking hands.
That's what I said. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, before coronavirus, we were good. But she wound up hating me. Wound up hating me. What's that? Go ahead.
Price is Right's about to come on. Price is Right's about to come on, so I got to get off here.
All right, see you later.
Sir. Why did you hint you?
I probably did not handle the. It was tough in prep school. Like you're just in that little world.
Right.
So when you break up, it just gets.
I suspect you would not be a good breaker-upper.
I don't think I
like
was.
In Seinfeld, when the guy says mean things to you when he breaks up with them, you
Right.
would be that times 1,000.
But we also weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. So it was
okay.
kind of like that.
Friends with benefits?
Sort of. And it was just, I don't know. Like it just got, and so every day you would go, it was funny actually. Harry and I, a few months ago, I took him around campus because we were out there.
Right.
And I said, this is where we used to get your mail. You actually get mail. Like my mom would write me a letter.
Did you wink at him? This is
I
where we
did.
get our mail.
Yes, yeah. You actually get it back. No, 1990,
right.
3 and 4. So one day I went up there and there was a letter and she fucking just excoriated me.
Oh, shit.
Fucking asshole. Fuck you. All this stuff.
No.
I think I'm pregnant. I forget. Something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just had a baby. It's your baby. I forget. Who even knows? Who knows the details of this one?
It's all a blur.
It was a blur. But it was not.
Who has time to remember?
I could be unkind back then, I'm sure. I have no doubt. Of that I have no doubt. I'm sure the fault was
her and a duel on for a special episode.
Well, that would be good. That would be good. I don't think a duel.
That'll be on the 30 for 30.
I should have asked next time. I should ask Donald Trump Jr. if the president will pardon me for the duel stuff. Can he do it? Can he do it
preemptively?
Preemptively. Can that happen?
I would imagine.
I don't think you can do a preemptive pardon. No.
Oh, okay.
He can get you out of a jam.
All right. One more, 2 more. Maybe somebody make me laugh again. That's a good call. The call's pretty good this morning.
Well, Steve, I'm surprised you let me on after I exposed you as the boating calling earlier.
That's true.
Who is this?
This guy calls from time to time.
Oh, this is the guy who read my columns and doesn't believe them, but has no proof that they're not true. He's just very
Steve,
lazy.
Steve, hold on.
I got Big Cat texting me right now asking me, I'm trying to read again. What are my best books I've read in the past year? Give me a call. I'm working right now.
Well, he figures you can answer a text whenever. Calls you. That's more intrusive.
Well, but
you want to just call him right now?
Yeah, call him right now. Sorry, boating guy.
Pal.
Hold on.
This guy did good work, and you're sloughing him off like that.
Is he working yet? Is he doing this show yet? No, right? No, it's only 10:30. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's the name?
What's up?
I got to tell you, we just had him on today. I cannot say enough how great Donald Trump Jr.'s book is. If you're looking for a great book, this guy,
Triggered. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, this guy. You know what this guy is sick of? He's sick of the left. He's gonna give you a right hand. That's what he thinks of it.
I don't know. I think Big Cat's too much of a snowflake to handle Triggered.
That could be true.
I saw. I think I said this on this show. I don't even remember, but I saw Triggered in a bookstore at
the
an
fire
airport.
in the background and stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was like Stephen Colbert wrote that as a parody book.
Right. Well, he's
that's what it looked like.
He's a huge. We just had him on. He's a huge Barstool fan.
That's great.
Huge
That's
Barstool
great.
fan.
Hey, money in my pocket.
I'm
reading.
I know.
Yeah,
now you're a big reader.
Yeah, I'm reading the Steve Robinson's biography. It's about the guy who created the Silk Road, the libertarian who said everyone should own guns and do heroin and do whatever they want, and the government should never be involved.
It's a great injustice committed against him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. He's one of the heroes of our time.
A martyr.
So that's the book. That's the book you're reading right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What do you got? I'll give you one.
Halfway through it.
Steve, give him one first, and I'll give you one.
Well, a book recommendation. Well, what do you want? Fiction or nonfiction?
I don't care. I'm just honestly whatever. Any book that here's the only parameters I'd put out there. The one I'm reading right now, the chapters are like 4 pages long, which is good for my attention span.
This
so
is like
something like that.
This is like Harry reading these this is Roberto Clemente book that he has to read.
Yeah, with like some pictures in the middle, so that I read like the first 3 pages and I'm like, oh, let me check out these pictures.
Well, if that's
keeps my interest.
Would you like the book that Harry gave me for Christmas, Mayor Kane, the story of Glenn Jacobs? I can send that to you if you want.
I have that book.
I figured you might.
Yeah.
Well, you just talked to his brother yesterday, so there you go.
Yeah, well, stepbrother, but yeah.
Oh, they weren't actually. They have the same. They have the same mom, don't they, or no?
Yeah, they have the same mom. So what is that? Half brother.
Half brother. Yeah, stepbrother. Do you know what a stepbrother is?
Yes, I do. I just always get them confused.
Okay.
Very
confusing.
Stepbrother's what is it? No, I don't know what it is. No, it's the dad. The dad?
No,
I
guess
the mom?
No. It's already from a previous marriage.
Yeah, like you're not.
Oh, yeah.
You're not related.
Have you seen the motion picture?
Wait, no, you would be. Oh, okay. You wouldn't be related. Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. He might be right.
No, there's no
You're not
truth.
blood related.
Big Cat doesn't know what a stepbrother is.
But why am I now? He's mind fucking me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So my mom has 2 kids.
Right.
My stepdad had 2 kids from a previous marriage.
It's a stepdad's kids.
They get married. Right. Those are my stepbrothers.
Right. I'm fucked there. Yes.
Those are your stepbrothers.
Yes.
Got it.
No, you know what?
So you
no,
can,
I think
you can hook up with your stepsister.
Sure, absolutely.
Do you have
or my
stepsisters?
brother? Yes.
All right.
You have stepsisters?
Okay. Stepbrother.
No stepsisters. Okay. Go ahead, Steve. Steve will give you a book. Go ahead.
So for fiction, I would read The Dog Stars. It's a good book for this time. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic book, but it's really interestingly written. And for nonfiction, I'd recommend Red Notice. I recommended that to Kirk.
It's the only book you've recommended to anybody ever. You recommended it to me 2 years ago.
It's a really, really good nonfiction book.
Have you ever read any other book?
Yes, I've read other books, Kirk. It's a really, really good nonfiction book.
Yeah, I'll recommend The Giver and The Hatchet. Have you guys ever read those?
Yeah, The Hatchet by Gary Paulsen is a very good book.
Yeah.
Lois Lowry, The Giver?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I asked these guys this the other day. In high school, did you have to read The Catcher in the Rye?
Yes, I believe the Holden Caulfield, right?
These guys
are
older than me.
These guys have, but it's not like he's not that much older than you. These guys have never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was overrated.
Oh, it's
but
great. You're an idiot.
Can I ask you a question? Well, sure. I know I'm an idiot. You don't have to tell me that. Can I ask you a question, Steve? What is the red notice? That one seems like
it's okay.
Am I falling into
Come on,
something
you
there?
liked it. No,
It's
so
okay.
Red Notice is about Bill Browder. He was an early venture, or basically an investment guy who took advantage of post-Soviet Russia and later went on to spearhead the Magnitsky Act, which is a global sanctions regime that holds Russian oligarchs accountable for abuses of human rights.
Not a lot of pictures.
Okay.
Not a lot of pictures.
Okay.
The
How
book,
long is it?
The book on Kirk's desk, actually, right now, might be a better fit for you, Big Cat.
How do you hug a porcupine? It's
Correct.
a kid's book.
All right, I'm writing that down.
I've got one for you that's really good. I just finished it. It's called This Is Chance. It's about 1964, nonfiction. This huge earthquake on Good Friday in Anchorage. The whole town's a disaster. Somehow the radio station is still open, and this woman who's like a part-time host basically takes over the station for 3 days and basically holds the community together with updates. It's very good. Very, very good.
Wow. So
Yes.
that's basically your podcast, right?
Yes, I think eventually. Yes. I
Holding
like to
the
think-
world together.
I like to think so.
Right.
It's a good point. I never made that correlation. When you talk...
You never realized that you were reading a book about like your fantasy and what you think you are?
You know what? Psychologically, that's actually interesting. I never thought of that. When you're interviewing The Undertaker, like you did this week, do you obviously you have a way to do it, but do you go in thinking like, I'm going to treat him like he's the Undertaker, or are you going to mock the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you go in saying, I'm going to take this not seriously or not, but am I going to play around with this sort of mystique?
Well, I don't even think it's playing around because there's some memories that you have. I think it was when we had Stone Cold on, and I was like, you broke my heart when you sided with Vince for that like brief period in time. Like there's those things,
but Stone Cold's more of a person.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like Steve Austin's like if I saw Steve Austin at like, you know, Subway or something, he'd be like, in my mind, sort of like the wrestler, where the Undertaker is I don't think he's actually dead. Harry's not listening to this, I hope, but I don't think he's dead.
But I did ask him, my last question in the interview was, and I really believe this. Yeah, but I really believe this. Like when he does die, Mark Calloway dies.
Mm-hmm.
I won't believe that he's dead forever. I'll just be like, well, of course he's not dead. Like he's going to be at WrestleMania this year, and then a WrestleMania will pass, and I'll be like, well, no, yeah, he's probably got another surgery. He'll be at another WrestleMania. Like I could see his corpse, and I could see like open casket. I'd be like, no, he's not dead. Like he is not dead.
Well, okay,
he is dead, but he's not dead.
By the way, I listened to both because I was interested. I'm always interested in people who don't do podcasts and they start doing them. You guys did a much better job than Simmons did. Much better.
Oh, I like to hear that. I was nervous when that happened because we actually were supposed to interview Undertaker last week, but there was technical issues on his side. So it always sucks when you have the same guest as another big podcast. And I also was pissed because I saw Simmons had him for like an hour and 15 or an hour and a half.
Too long. I thought too long.
Okay.
How can somebody? Oh no, go ahead.
No, we had a hard out after like 40 minutes or 35 minutes. So I was like, what the hell? This sucks that we had, like, I could have talked to him for a lot longer, but you think that was
too long,
the appropriate amount of time?
He's a little wordy in his answers, you know?
Yeah. I don't think he's practiced. You know, he doesn't do public speaking. He hasn't done a lot of interviews in his career, and there's an art to, you know, and you know when you interview someone and they give you an answer that you know they've given a million times over, and they almost have it down to an act.
Right.
He doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's true. What was I going to say? Oh, so he has the ability to disappear and start fire and do everything, but he has bad Wi-Fi at his house?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
That's weird.
I mean, that's kind of like the stars are just like us.
That's true, I
stars
guess.
are just like us. TMZ, where they're like, The Undertaker, he can, you know, he's been buried alive 15 times, but his router, he has to unplug it every 5 hours because he can't get a good connection.
Well, let me congratulate. I'm sure you have to go, but I have to congratulate you on two things. First of all, tremendous catch. I watched the video. Five. Did you see this, Steve or Mike?
Catching the AirPods. Yeah,
that was
the
AirPods. And I understand you've got, you know, I understand you have Rogan money, but still, to make that catch, there's still pressure with that kind of thing, right? I mean, there was a diving catch, wasn't it? Or did you just fall down?
No, I fell down. I kind of, people were saying it was like, you know, that one day at training camp when the old curmudgeon football coach is like, hey guys, I'll let you out of practice an hour early if the lineman can catch a punt. That's what it looked like.
Right. Yeah, that's
but
true.
it was
true.
it was thrilling because I don't have gambling right now. I don't have that rush. So having that on the line was, I might. Ron and I have been discussing we might just start making that a series. Like, what things can he throw off of his balcony and see if I can catch it.
That's pretty good. Number two, I got to ask. I texted this to you. First, you didn't get it, but then you got it. Who would be, of you two, who would be the Alex and who would be the Sophia?
I don't, neither of us, because we're both not idiots who would walk away from a deal that Dave offered them.
But who's
Big
more?
Cat would be the Alex.
Why is that?
Probably.
Just because he's been here longer, he has more invested in the company, I think.
We need.
So you're saying Roan is
no, not Roan. No, PFT. We're talking about Part of My Take.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
This fucking guy producing my show. He's no.
The fucking AirPod drop happened in the context of the
parallel between another podcast with two people in this podcast. You can't. I mean, just say I was stupid.
I was stupid.
Thank you. That's it. Now, by the way, I would give anything. You have to understand. I love you. I love KFC. I love Eric. I even love Dave right now. But my favorite person is this fucking Peter. Peter Nelson? He's my favorite. I want to have him on the show. I love him.
You should.
I'm fascinated by his music group. We're trying to. Did you see this group that he had in college?
I need to catch up. He is fascinating. But here's the only thing that I said to Dave yesterday. I was like, what? Why are we? The story has been written now, and I'm pretty sure that Sophia and Peter Nelson are very much to blame. But don't you feel like Alexander Cooper is getting off a little bit too easy?
Excellent point. I saw you tweet this out. I saw somebody tweet that you said this. This is a good point. Go ahead.
It's like Dave admits that they've all been trying to stab Barstool in the back, and then he's like, "Well, Alex came to me and said everything they said was a lie." So now I believe her. And I'm like, wait, what? Why would you now believe her? She seems like she's the marionette or whatever you call it, the puppeteer, and she's got everyone dancing at times.
I would have got rid. I said this, and this is why Dave's different than me and why he's more successful as a business guy. I would have said none of you are ever coming back. I don't care if you make us $500 million. I don't trust you. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Dave, I told Dave yesterday, what he should do is just interview new girls to be the host of Call Her Daddy, and that alone will bring in revenue. Him making it almost like a Bachelor
like a reality show,
on the podcast. Yeah, they should just be the next 2 months of Call Her Daddy should be Dave interviewing people, and then you'll have people like the fans will get to vote and they feel part of it, so they feel like they had a decision in who gets to be the Call Her Daddy of the future. So. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I have one last question because I do actually have to run. But
ahead,
what am I doing on Saturday? Am I actually running?
Yes. Well, I mean, first of all, as I said to you the other day, I like when I watched this Undertaker documentary with Harry. He got himself in the shape for the big event and peaked at the right time. You're doing that right now with the 5K. You ran half a mile the other day.
So I ran a little over half a mile.
Okay, you ran 0.6 of a mile the other day. Because you don't want to peak.
A little less than 0.6 of a mile.
Okay, you don't want. I thought you had to go in a minute. You're trying.
Well, I'm being honest.
Well, I appreciate that.
I ran 0.55 miles.
Okay, well there you go. That's excellent. But anybody can peak on a Monday or Tuesday. Saturday's race day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Steve will furnish you with all the details. You'll be ready to go, and you can walk it, you can run it, you can do You're at the perfect age now, or your kids are the perfect age now. It's the greatest. You can be a parent, act like you're a good parent, but also get out of the house and push a stroller around. One of the great.
Yeah. You can join the wheelchair category like me.
True. One of the great myths of all time. Like, oh, that's so nice of you. No, I want to get out of the fucking house and push the kid around. You have a little silence.
Yeah. So can I bike it?
You can, I guess. I mean, yes.
Can I drive it?
You can't drive it.
Big Cat finishes in first place.
I don't know if that's true.
I can't drive it.
We'll let you bike it. Yes, you could even do maybe even like a little biathlon, half bike, half run for the 3 miles. Think you can handle that?
I live right next to the East River, so you can do a
tryout. Yes, that would be great. That would be great. If you want to do that, that's great.
What do I have to do though? Is there a live stream that I can call into? Is there?
Yeah. So I'll send you all the information, Big Cat.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I think I'm going to walk it. Now that we're talking about it, I'm going to walk it.
I believe you.
But I'll briskly walk it. I will briskly walk it.
Good. Okay, 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. I'm sure there's probably nothing else going on, so there you go.
I mean, I run a major Power 5 college football program, but yeah.
Congratulations on that too, by the way.
Yeah, what, the Tennessee job? Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I mean, is there?
He's so humble. What do you mean? The Tennessee
Did you
job?
talk? Did you reach? Like, is it the kind of thing where you talk to like a Phil Fulmer and give him a call before, just so like I'm coming, I'm going to be here, that kind of thing, or like a Peyton Manning, or no?
I have not talked to Peyton yet. I'm sure we will cross paths. So it's exciting. It's exciting. A lot of pressure. I basically just have created this entire alternate universe where I get bullied by teenagers every single night, mercilessly for an hour straight, and it's now making enough money that I have to keep doing it. So I've created my own little hell.
Why don't you go somewhere like, we'd love to have you at BC, where they've never had real, like Tennessee's won a national championship. Come somewhere where you can be a champion for the first time.
But Tennessee has the perfect fan base where they're living in the past, and they're all crazy, and they all like lose their mind, but they haven't been good for 20 years. So that's
true.
what I'm trying to capture. And the SEC also, I'm never repeating conferences. I went to Florida State. I've already done my ACC trip. Okay. So I'm trying to I'm keeping the ball moving. You know what I mean? Just keep it.
It is weird that Tennessee won the title the year after Manning left.
Yeah.
T. Martin.
Price. T. Martin and Peerless Price.
I think T. Martin was one of the Brady Six, wasn't he?
No.
He wasn't?
Oh, well, maybe, yeah, if it was the year after Manning.
He might have been.
Yeah, he might have been.
Yeah.
Don't tell my sports trivia. I'm a sports trivia expert. Don't forget that.
I just remember loving the name Peerless Price. What an all-time name.
Yeah, he was pretty good for Buffalo as well, as a matter of fact. Well, sports talk as we wrap up this call. So there you get.
Look at this.
You get your 2 books. You get your 5. I mean, we're getting you in better shape, and we're feeding your mind. I mean, what else do you want?
Yeah, I'm becoming a better human being because of the Kirk Minahan show.
And you can hear Pardon My Take exclusively on Spotify starting Monday, which is pretty. Yeah. I'm pretty excited about that.
Cool, $100 million.
Yeah, that's pretty good news. I didn't realize that.
Oh man,
$100 million. All right, we'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
I'll see you guys Saturday.
All right, buddy. There you go. All right, there you go.
Studded.
ExpressVPN. No kidding. ExpressVPN.com/Minahan. ExpressVPN.com/Minahan. You get all your. People who are hanging on right now, call us tonight. We'll be back tonight. ExpressVPN.com/MINIHANE. Make sure you're, which one do I want to go to first here? 6 bullet points. See if you had to sell somebody, some newbie on ExpressVPN, as Harry would call these people who suck at these games, noobs.
Yes.
What would you tell a newbie about ExpressVPN, Steve? Best point you can make. 10 seconds to sell it.
I would say the corporate oligarchs are always trying to take advantage of you and exploit your lack of privacy. You can protect yourself and take your future into your own hands by using expressvpn.com/Minahan.
Now that sounds scary. Sounds like something I want to protect myself.
Plus the porn, right?
Also porn.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. It encrypts all your data with best-in-class encryption. Your information's always protected. Use the internet with confidence from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. ExpressVPN has got you covered. ExpressVPN.com/Minahan. ExpressVPN.com/MINIHANE. Go there today and be ready. Fucking be ready. Consume the show as quick as you can. We're going to post as fast as we can because we're going to be back tonight. We may post that right. We may post at 11 and 11 today. Who knows? Wow. But tonight's show is going to be wild, wacky.
All right.
A little low key. Just have some fun.
That's what I like to hear.
Enough seriousness. All this show isn't very serious, but you know what I mean. Anything else, Steve?
No, I think we've got some stuff that'll
keep.
Yeah, I think we got stuff that'll keep.
All right, good. Mike, anything from you?
I think that's it.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.